ain't doing that.
No, you can still talk about your name.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, but I was letting him get to it.
Gotta get
What's your name?
Out.
Lord of Lips.
No, you change it every week.
Oh.
Troublesome.
Oh, okay.
Joe.
But it's not as... I'm not...
And this is Shen.
Who?
We have a special guest here with us.
You need
He's
to
really an
redo it.
honorary know-it-all, to be honest.
Facts.
Flew all the way here.
We're not introing to that.
Florida.
Huh?
We're not introing to what he
shut
said.
up. We got this. Sit
What did
there,
I say? I
sad
don't even know
man.
what I said.
Let us get
Not
you.
you.
I don't
Him.
even know what I
You
said.
don't like how I said Kobe's dead.
He just
Kobe
said...
is dead. It's fucked.
But I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Okay, you do it then. I was trying to let you get your fake tears together.
We need to delete this. This is an
It's a bad
abomination.
start. We're 5 minutes in.
We're not doing... This whole 5 minutes is getting deleted.
No, it's not.
Fair enough.
What?
You want a good start? Let's go.
Are we starting now?
Yes, we're starting
okay,
right now.
Please intro without saying Kobe's dead. Like
I
as
can't-
if it,
I can't give no long.
I mean, you can come up with something more respectful.
Go ahead.
You do it. Respect, man.
I really don't want an intro.
Jesus.
This is episode 16 of the Know-It-All. This is what I deal with.
That was a crispy ass pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, all jokes aside, though, we want to pay respect and homage to the GOAT, Kobe Bryant, that was taken at age 41. Tragic. There's a lot of people affected. Like you said, it's
They're
sad.
crushed. A lot of people crushed.
crushing blow.
A heart crusher.
Like everybody, it was hard to even take in the fact that, when you read it, it was almost like,
Nah.
I was literally in the middle of a conference when somebody hit me and was like, hey, Kobe died. And I'm like, shut up. I'm trying to pay attention. And they're like, nah, like Kobe died. And I put my phone, I'm like, what?
Notification.
I didn't see it at first. I went to Google, I typed in Kobe, nothing came up yet. So I'm like, no, it's not real. And then, maybe 30 seconds later, and I think TMZ broke the news. And then that's when I saw it, and I'm like, what?
When you saw it, you already had a whole bunch of notifications.
Hella notifications. So, I was knocked out, actually. I was slumped. I was taking a nap, shit. I got woken up, and then I had hella text messages. Like, I'm in a group message, there was 10 unread messages, and just other messages from hella other people. And I just, when you look at your phone and shit unlocked, I read it, Kobe dead. I'm like, what? And then I see ESPN, Sports Center shit. I'm like, what?
Real critical blow.
What? Yeah, like, what? This... Just the day before, we was just,
the LeBron.
Yeah, everything was just about the LeBron and Kobe, this and that. I'm like, what?
Yep. It's the most crushing day I've had in years.
Yeah, I don't think, I don't usually get super attached to like when people die, you know what I mean? When people die, it's like, oh man, that hurts, that sucks. But this actually hurt.
Celebrities die a lot, and this one, for me, definitely probably the worst one.
Why y'all think it hit so hard?
Because we grew up.
Because like you said earlier, you was like, it's crazy because you didn't even realize how much of a global impact Kobe really had. You know what I mean? So.
Well.
He's damn near Michael Jackson.
But it's
I remember exactly what I was doing with Michael Jackson.
Especially in Asia and all that whole country.
But I'm saying the way that I feel, this is way.
But I told Stephen yesterday, I said, now we finally know how diehard Mike fans when he died, even though it's a little different.
But I wasn't even a diehard Kobe fan is the crazy thing.
But
it also hits so much harder because the scenario. That's what he was saying yesterday. The situation is so much more.
And knowing his personality.
With Michael Jackson, it was like he was still younger. He's 50, but
it's different.
But it didn't hurt me
because Mike was, even Prince was older, but.
It didn't really hurt me. It was just sad. It was like, oh man, that's sad. But this
I was sad for Michael Jackson.
I remember exactly what I was doing when Michael Jackson died. Just I'll remember exactly what I'm doing.
You remember what you were doing when Prince died? Do you?
I do.
When did he die? It's a few years.
2016.
Yeah, I remember my dad. Yeah, we was on Castle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when it happened. I didn't know Prince then for real, so I was just like, Prince didn't affect me one little bit. I got hit to Prince.
I spent 20 years hiding from him because he was scary.
Yeah, I got hit to Prince way afterwards.
Kobe's death is definitely the worst celebrity death for me.
Yeah, but it's not even.
Except, for me, I do have a close one, man. When Paul Walker died, fucked me up.
For real?
Fucked me up, man. Because I don't know, I'm still the biggest Fast and Furious fan.
I don't like that.
So,
I mess with Fast and Furious.
When he died, I was fucked up. I remember exactly what I was doing when he died, but this is worse.
Yeah.
and I guess it's not similar circumstances, but just a stupid, tragic, accidental death, car crash, helicopter.
And it
helicopter
just sucks
crash,
because you know what type of personality he is, and I was telling him like, sitting across from your daughter and her probably like yelling or just and knowing Kobe's mentality towards everything, he had to just imagine looking at your daughter and being like, "Calm down, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good." But as you know, like I heard somebody say like Kobe's one of the people like, even if a helicopter crash was to happen, I would be like, Kobe could walk out of that.
Yeah, was that Lamar Odom? I think Lamar Odom said that.
Yeah, I think it was Lamar Odom.
Land on his feet.
Yeah, land on his feet,
like
unscathed. Yeah, it hurts. And shout out to the other victims too. I mean, not shout out, but pay respect and condolences to the other 7 people that was on it. Because I would suck too to be in that, be the family of the other individuals.
The thing with like this might be when I be sad, how I've been saying this is the saddest day. This really might be the saddest day of my life, like including like even because it hits different now. Like when I had my grandpa pass, it was like. That was like kind of shit was just me and my family. Like I was crushed.
Everybody.
But this is like I said, I can't get on Facebook, bro. I
well,
can't
this
get on
is just
Instagram.
overwhelming.
I can't get on Twitter.
That's I can't get on. I think this is just overwhelming.
Right. Plus, I was, I'm a fan.
You can't get on anything. You can't.
Exactly. So it's like
our daily everything that we like is wrapped around sports and basketball, and Kobe is a huge tie to that. So
on the Xbox
we listen to music. You might hear a Kobe reference. You turn on ESPN. Obviously, you listen to. You turn on anything from the Grammys yesterday, which was overshadowed.
But
everything we overshadowed by Kobe.
I'm telling you, I hopped on the Xbox today and I fucking seen somebody screenshotted like the My Park in 2K had the big tribute for it. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, man, this was my getaway.
Yeah,
I was trying to get away real quick.
Yeah, there ain't no getting away. My recollection is, there's a couple things. I'll tweet it like it's just salty. It'd be like, to me, Kobe was almost like there's Kobe, the human that I also knew. I ain't really know him personally, but I followed him for forever. Right. And then there's like, the Black Mamba, like the character. Mm-hmm. And he, like when he played basketball games, like I was telling you earlier, it was like performances. It wasn't even just really games. He always like had the, Mamba face on. It was like a performance, like he was an artist. Right. And to see, it's like watching, like a Marvel movie or something, and see your hero, like their mortality. Like, cause it's like the furthest thing from my brain to see the Black Mamba be killed or like, slayed or die because you think they're invincible because of his mentality. You just.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I immediately thought Iron Man dying, snapping finger and crushing blood.
And it's like.
Robert
it's
Downey
like,
Jr.'s alive right now.
But to me, it's like 2 deaths because it's like, I look at it from that aspect because that death already happened to me when he retired, like the Black Mamba death.
And then you felt more in love with the.
Like you already cried and stuff. The last game you already did. You grieved that already. But now Kobe was starting his path.
Now Kobe
building the Kobe name.
Now Kobe Bryant. Everybody got to know Kobe a little bit more.
He's doing podcasts.
Kobe was having fun.
He looked happy. He was.
And to see that man die with his child is just, it's surreal and heartbreaking. Like before. We always get like those fake reports in TMZ and shit like that. But yesterday, I was in the bathroom getting ready to leave my job, and it was about one something, can't remember. And I just so happened I was taking a shit, ordered B-dubs, got on Twitter, and I seen one, like not a verified person. It was just one person tweeted about it. And they say, Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. They weren't verified or nothing, so I'm like, nah. Yeah. But then I also remember, I was telling Hunter, I remember earlier that day seeing a report about
the bad weather.
There was the LA Times reported like a helicopter crash, no survivors earlier in the day. But they didn't, it just didn't seem like, okay, helicopter crash, niggas died, whatever. But so when I seen that, then it made me research because I got that in my stomach. So I searched his name on Twitter, nothing. Like you said, nothing. And this was before anybody knew about anything. Like I searched it before anybody knew about anything. I called Hunter, and I was already at that because I searched it, and like I waited a couple minutes, kept like refreshing my Twitter. Then slowly TMZ started to report. Slowly, like it wasn't even lying. So I called Hunter, and I'm already crying. Like,
was that the first person you called?
Yeah. I called you. I was in the bathroom crying already. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I could hear. I put it on speaker. I was playing the game. I had the mic on and everything, and I was like, Stephens called me. and Steph, you probably know, but I just checked her thing. Me and Stephen hasn't called or texted since last February, a year.
Right.
We communicate through Snapchat. Like he'll just snap me or
if I call
Snapchat
you,
or
just
just
some shit.
And he called me and Stephen Akram. I swear to God, I was thinking it was your dad. Now, I thought for some reason I saved your dad. I'm like, Stephen Akram. I answered, I had it on speaker, and I hear it in his voice. Like he wasn't crying yet, but you could hear in his voice bad. I'm like, he's like, bro, Kobe. I was like, nah.
He hung up.
I was like, nah.
He hung up on me.
Did I for real?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I remember I was just like, I saw it, and then I was on the mic. I was playing in the middle of the game. I just literally just set the controller down and like the game was playing.
And then I thought you was gonna like look on your phone and like keep me on speaker or something. You said hold on, and then like, but you weren't there.
Because I saw the report. I saw the report. Team Z. I'm like, hold on, and I was like so silent. And Daniel and Holden was like, what? What'd he say? What'd he say? I'm like, bro, he said Kobe died, and I'm looking, and they're just still talking. I just took my headset off, bro, and like the game was playing. I just literally quit the game. I'm like, bruh, for the next hour, I literally was going from Twitter to Facebook, 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 just to see, like, hoping, because everything was Team Z, so I'm like, fuck Team Z, fuck Team Z, fuck
you
Team
waiting
Z.
for like Woj to report ESPN?
Right, I'm waiting for them to report it's not true.
Right.
Like when Rick Fox came out, his statement came out, I wanted that so bad, bruh. Yeah. But then, like, me and Stephen was like laughing jokingly yesterday. We were scrolling, and then I'm seeing like real people talking about rest in peace, Kobe, and I'm like, fuck no, please.
I know. I'm like
no, like stop
like,
saying
I'm about
that.
to block you.
Stop saying that.
I'm about to block.
I was in denial.
And then it was more and more. Then like you said, ESPN. Then like I'm like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah, I didn't cancel the order. I never went and picked up my B-dubs. I just sat in this car for 2 hours. First, it was like that. Whatever the stages of grief are, I went through all 5 of those stages during those 2 hours. Like denial, like where I was punching the wheel, like no. Then I was just sad. Then it kind of settled in. But then people kept calling me. I got calls from people that I haven't talked to in like 5 years that just know how hard I fuck with Kobe. They just know. Niggas was calling me, and I'm sobbing like snotty nut, like sobbing, like not tears, but sobbing. My boss came out to the car. My other worker came out to the car. They checked on me twice because I was out there for 2 hours. They came out there early, talked to me about it, then came out there another hour later and was like, "You still here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't drive right now." I was fucked up. Like I still feel like I lost like a father, like a figurative, like a father, because like this nigga really helped raise me for real. Like I feel like Kobe, and I was telling my dad this too today, Kobe and Tupac are like solely responsible for like the direction my life headed in. I owe them a lot. I really probably would have been on a different path in my life if I didn't like study. I studied these two people like all through high school, middle school, like studied them, not just their games, but like their mentality towards life and their ethics and stuff like that. Changed the path that I was on for real. So I feel fucked up. The dust is starting to kick in a little bit. Like it's starting to settle. I'm starting to really realize like, okay, he's gone. I'm ready to kind of celebrate.
Real quick, what you just said, that's so crazy, bro. That's really, because I can vouch for that. You know, I've been whatever. I can vouch everything you just said. That's a good point. But you just saying that, I'm thinking, low key, me too. Like it's crazy how celebrities, like when you really like.
And you shouldn't idol worship, but
you really shouldn't. But when you really idolize a celebrity, their ethics become your ethics. Their morals become your morals. Like when
I think more than idolizing is admiration for that person. Because you can idolize.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people, but there's a lot of people. I feel like the reason why those heartstrings with everybody, and the reason why everybody felt it is because even if you hated Kobe, you admired his work ethic and his game. Mm-hmm. You know how like people keep saying, okay, we get it, his work ethic, but that's an admiration that is respected.
There's not one person out there that don't at least respect him.
Exactly. A lot of people, how you said, like you've taken the way that he goes about life, will say like, well, that's the reason why I made it to Wall Street, or that's the reason why I started this business because I read I applied that Mamba mentality to everything in life.
That's the beauty in life, and that's the purpose of life. We're supposed to be able to inspire the next generation. You know, out of your work. You know,
he inspired. He played 2 decades.
2 decades and inspired so many generations, inspired so many countries.
I just can't imagine he inspired us. Imagine how many like people he knew, like right. The young guns, the NBA, the rookies. They're like the you know what I'm
Trae
saying,
Young
Tatum, the
was crushed.
Kyrie's, all the people you was talking about, you
Crushed.
mentored, like they are crushed.
Kyrie, I
Right.
think, actually didn't even play.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
did.
walked out of the
He walked
stadium.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tatum didn't play either.
I
Trey
wish
Young
people
was
more
crushed.
people didn't play.
Yeah.
I felt weird when the games were happening. They were celebrating it, or not celebrating it, but respecting.
You know, it's kind of
respects.
You know, it's
Mhm.
kind of weird though. I didn't want him to play either, but at the same time, I was upstairs in my room by myself when I first found it because you didn't get here till 5 or 6. And I found out 2:30. So the first 2 hours, I'm just upstairs in my room, crushed by myself, just.
So you needed that basketball.
Not even basketball. I just wanted something it sounds so weird and lame, but I just felt like when I felt like I was alone. I just need to hear I wanted to hear other people talk. I was fucked up. I didn't
You're in your own thoughts.
I was just bruh. I was fucked up. That was a bad day. Yesterday's a sad day. Today's a sad day. It's gonna be a few more sad days.
Yeah, it'll never sit right with me. Like I said, if I'll be able to get past it, and but
But it's just
it'll never sit right because me and Hunter was talking about it yesterday, and Shane, you could probably vouch for it. We've talked about it in the past, just on the podcast and stuff too. I'm sure where we kind of hinted at some of our celebrities that we fuck with dying, and I always said. I've even joked about wanting Kobe to be my dad and just joking and shit like that. But if there was one person on earth besides in my intermediate family or any family that I wouldn't want to die, he'd been at the very top of the list easily. Mm-hmm. And I'm putting this out there because I believe in all that shit. Lil Wayne, you got an album called Funeral coming up. No bullshit better not happen after you drop this album. Because I've already felt like some bullshit was going to happen months ago when the album got announced. That it was going to be called Funeral. And it was your last album. I already felt like you was going to end up dying a week later or some bullshit.
This is the bullshit.
You really speak that. We just heard T-Mac say that Kobe always said, I want to die young.
Yeah, so I'm putting that energy in reverse.
That's wild.
In reverse, you better not.
You can't say that.
Die.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You know what I mean?
Fuck.
He was just he would always say to him,
actually.
why would you say that? But now, imagine being T-Mac and knowing that came to fruition. He was 41. What'd you just say? He's aging like fine wine?
Sure was.
Sure, aging fine.
I just had I was drinking yesterday, of course, and we were playing.
Of course.
We were playing this game, and one of the questions was when do you think you peaked? And people answered blase.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have peaked yet.
Nah.
I don't think I'll peak. My words. I don't think I'll peak till I'm 40.
Yeah.
And to
That's-
think that
that's
Kobe
dope.
died at 41, and I just said I'd peak at
And
40.
he was peaking. He was peaking again. He peaked.
Yeah, he had his
he
prime.
peaked as the
Yeah.
Mamba.
This is his second
And he was
prime.
getting ready to.
That's
People don't
insane.
have second primes.
No one has second.
People don't have
Literally,
second primes.
no.
You kidding me?
You can't have two peaks.
Mm-mm.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
I'm saying that he really got an Oscar off the right out of retirement. That's
Boss.
just sad.
And was gonna get more. He was
Easy.
he was a goat at what he
Evangelist.
His first thing he ever did, Oscar, easy.
That's crazy. Kobe.
He probably did. I was like, "It's this easy? I should have known
I
the whole time."
should have been doing this.
Right.
What?
This is the competition level in the sport.
Right.
Easy. What?
I
They're
did hear somebody was talking. Who was it? Maybe Jay Williams.
Oh yeah, on SportsCenter. Facts.
Maybe.
Where he started cussing him. He was like, "I cuss. I know I don't care."
Well, not even that. Yeah, that was
but
that
he was saying
raw.
real life shit. He was saying.
He was saying Kobe. He had a conversation with Kobe, and he was like, "You seem like you just have so much peace." And he was like, "Yeah, because every single night on the court in life, I literally don't have nothing else to give. I gave everything I had. I aspire to live my life.
Yeah, that was
like
Shannon. I think.
Yeah.
Was it Shannon? Yeah. I literally aspire to live my life like
I do
that.
too.
Because just imagine having.
Games canceled.
Oh, wow.
I knew it.
I was hoping that would happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew it. There was gonna be no way.
Yeah, no way. No way they could play. Not there.
Not there.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah, they're
aspire
not ready for
to
that.
live like that with just imagine having that peace.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can do that because he really left
and-
no stone unturned.
And the thing that I believe, whether you mean I'm a Kobe fan or not, whatever, but I believe that he felt like that. A lot of people can say that shit.
no,
a lot of people can say, I left
Well,
it
I mean,
all
just
out
look at his
there.
games. He's had good games. He's had bad games. He has games where
I'm
he shot
saying
5
you
for
can just say
24. He's had
out of all the interviews and stuff I've seen, you can literally say he didn't care about he didn't care about that shit no more.
what was the playoffs where
did.
he airballed was it like 4?
Against the Jazz.
Yeah.
That was his first playoff.
But I'm saying just instances like
Oh,
that
yeah,
where he don't
didn't-
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he has that mentality where he forgets. I mean, he really remembers, but he his conscience is such a killer that he just moves on to the next. Like Kobe's gonna keep shooting. He's gonna keep gunning. He don't remember the last miss. Give a fuck about none of that.
Don't matter.
Yep.
I'm gonna do what I do.
But that's what also fucks me up, man, because life is just so fragile. We talked about this.
That's the biggest thing I got.
We talked about this on that shooting and date and how fragile life is, and it's just my mind and like the thinness of life and like decisions, how it could lead up to, because he took that helicopter every day.
Mm-hmm.
He drove.
He drove. That's what I'm saying. It was routine. And
the day he don't drive it, and this, yeah. It was
So
routine, like
I
you
don't
said.
know. This doesn't matter. But have there been facts of the actual why that? Because I saw that it caught on fire
I didn't read it.
in the air.
I have no idea anything about
So
that.
because people keep saying something about the fog, but to my knowledge, it caught on fire in the air. That could be wrong. I read that, but I don't know.
about that.
There's a helicopter pilot that said we're just talking about different things that what could have happened, and I've seen it, but I've been honestly just trying to avoid.
Yeah, I don't.
everything
I'm
about it just because
I'm grieving
it's
to the
too
point where
much.
like all the conspiracies and all the cartoons that y'all been sending me and all the videos and shit. Like I honestly,
That would be so annoying.
I don't care. Like the only thing, like I have tunnel vision on this, and the only thing I really care about is that this man is dead, and his daughter and 7 other people are dead. Like I could care less about honestly, if they launch an investigation and stuff, I don't even think I'm gonna keep up on it because
It don't matter.
it doesn't change the fact that it matters to me.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Like there's nobody to hold accountable because if there was, that person more than likely dead in the crash.
And even if there was,
Yeah,
that's the sorry thing
Right,
about
accidents
death.
happen.
This isn't.
If
It's
there-
not
I'm
to
saying
hold
even-
accountable.
even-
It's not like a murder.
But even if,
Right.
even if he was murdered and someone,
Well, you
killed
said
him,
if you look
he's
it up right
still
now, it
dead.
says assassinated. It says
Yeah, that's
Kobe
weird.
Bryant
But
assassinated.
that's
That's
just
in
why.
Google, it
You
says
don't-
assassinated.
What?
I'm just saying, once the person's dead, it don't matter. Even if
Not
like someone shot him with a gun,
Right.
He didn't
and
get shot in
they're
the
in
head.
jail. He's still dead. Like I'm still crushed.
I'm crushed.
Bad. Like
The fact of the matter is still the fact of the matter.
Right.
He's not here, and we want him here. That's all.
Yep.
That's
Every
all.
time I see a picture of him and his daughter, it fucks me up.
Bad.
Like
And-
just
and-
I see pictures
And just
of
thinking
Kobe.
about his
And
wife
yeah,
Vanessa, and
Vanessa.
then
That
there's
shit
2
is
other little girls,
crushing.
right?
3.
3 other
Three.
little girls. Oh yeah,
Crushing.
the baby.
baby, brand new baby.
Yep.
7 months.
Yeah,
Yep. I feel so like I've never felt more bad for a person.
it's horrible.
I really.
Yeah, this is
I've never
literally
felt so sorry for.
Because
somebody.
one of my things is, and this is not to make it about me, but I just kind of put it back on that. I fear dying out of my control. Like I fear like
that?
imagine spinning in the air
And
helpless.
there's nothing you can do.
And the only thing that you can wrap your mind around is hopefully this thing just lands on the ground and maybe I have a broken leg. Like something wild like that. But
Yeah,
imagine
that
like
shit-
there's literally nothing you can do. And then your daughter is probably screaming,
Yeah,
freaking out, and now you have to console her.
she might have been a lot like him. She probably could have.
Yeah.
Cool. Not cool, but like
Yep.
calm.
And I just
And
know y'all
just-
seen Kobe give it up like on the court. There were 7 other people or 8 other people that he was probably like, guys,
Yeah.
relax, we're good.
yeah.
And you're
I'm with all that, but
I don't know what
I'm
could
with-
go through someone's head.
well, yeah, that. Like I know if the crazy thing to me is the reality of the situation. Unfortunately, is I don't even think that he
Might not have had time to.
He
do
didn't
that.
have the chance to even console her. I mean, that's just the honest truth. If you really
just
think about a
happened.
helicopter crash,
Yeah, I guess I don't
if
know
it's
how
spinning in the
fast.
air,
Takes
you're
10
flying
seconds
around the
max.
helicopter, and it goes down in 3 seconds.
They
Yeah,
gave
like-
the altitude of how fast the altitude. is
Yeah,
dropping.
you
It
don't
was
got
4
really.
seconds.
It's not like they were. It's not like the Titanic where like
That's
you
true.
It's
can
not.
really-
But you're right. It's not. You
It's
don't
like,
have enough time.
It's like a
to
car crash. Like, have you ever
It just
been in a car
happens.
when a
And
car
they probably
spins?
died on impact.
It
Yeah,
did, yeah.
when a car spins out, like
Oh,
you
they
don't got
definitely
got
died
it.
on impact.
Yeah, they definitely died
They
on
definitely
impact.
died on impact.
Which, that's I don't really want to get into details because that fucks me up. The fact that this nigga burned, like this nigga.
Man.
Yeah, that's fucked, man. Okay.
Well,
Can we
R.I.P.
stop?
Kobe Bryant.
There's not much silver lining in this, guys. So I'm not gonna pretend for the rest of
I
the
was trying to
podcast.
find like a positive. There's really not one.
Yeah.
I mean, I
The
guess.
biggest thing I take is don't take. I mean, life
for
is
granted.
fragile.
Yeah, don't take
Fragile.
it for granted.
That thing when Jay Williams was saying like, if you got any loose ends tied up with everything, just let that person know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And real prayers out to Vanessa. Like
For
real.
Yeah.
sure. And his
real prayer.
his
And his
daughters. Oh
daughters
my
and-
god.
All of
Y'all
it.
know how bad I
All
want a
of
daughter.
Like
So
losing a dad
And a
crazy,
sister.
right? But losing a sister
I'll tell y'all the silver
or a
lining in
sibling
this.
in general, like we all in here have siblings.
Or older. Was Gigi the oldest?
No,
No,
there's
Natalia.
but we all have siblings,
Mhm.
Right.
and
Yeah, I
like crushing.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Nope.
I mean,
No,
for me,
sir.
I'm the oldest, but like,
No,
I
sir.
couldn't imagine.
Couldn't imagine.
It-
Couldn't imagine my dad and my sister or my middle brother not coming home.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine. But I will say, it always takes something like this, like Shane was saying, to bring people closer. But what I would challenge people is there could be a silver lining in this, and that would be, we talked about his mentality and stuff. Really study this man. Like this man, and I know it's cliche to say, and y'all probably heard it a lot, he was more than a basketball player. He was a performer. He was an artist. He was a creator.
Facts.
He was a genius. And there was so much more. This man's mind was literally brilliant, y'all. I'm telling you. So people really need to study. And
He knew like 4 languages.
he knew
how to fly a helicopter.
This man was literally a
Like-
genius, y'all. And that's what I'm saying. It's so much more than basketball.
Mastermind.
Yeah,
Like
that's the
he was a
thing.
mastermind. Kobe was an evil genius. Like he was obsessive about any craft he did. He was obsessive about it, and he studied it and he hunted people down and stuff like that. So the silver lining in this is that I feel like that Mamba mentality and that is being bled out into the streets right now. Like everywhere is like they're showing their support for Kobe Bryant. Like businesses that have nothing to do with
Right.
basketball. Everything is purple and gold right now. Everything got tributes to Kobe Bryant. And
There's a lot of high school games
yeah, and
because
Well,
everybody's averaging 20. Everybody's
everybody-
dropping 24.
24.
yeah, for real.
All I know is if everybody can take his Mamba mentality, the world would be a lot better place. It would be a lot more competitive, but
Man.
it'd be a beautiful place. And so there's some silver lining in that, I guess.
So let's get off
I
of that.
agree, brother.
Anything y'all want to say?
And lastly, we don't fucking care about
I honestly, real quick, I don't care about Trae Young and Devin Booker shooting for a total of 24 shots and I don't care about that shit.
that's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
what they do?
Or whatever, like
24. Both of them had 24 field goals. They both had like 8 rebounds, and then like
they combined to
81
81 points,
Yo.
and like Trae Young
Their
shot
misses-
like 81.
Were they trying to do that?
Free
Yeah.
throws. No,
I don't know.
It just happened.
It just happened.
It would be dope if
against
they were
each
trying
other.
to do that.
I mean, they might have.
I like
I
execution.
think it's
But
crazy.
that's
It
not-
is pretty crazy that it happened.
Nonetheless, to Hunter's point is like,
And it's really
I know there's casual people out there. There's casual people and casual Kobe Bryant fans, and all that's cool. Send y'all's condolences and stuff, but please stop sharing these memes and stuff like that. Like thinking that y'all are like helping like real people that are really grieving. Like okay, like we're changing the rules to 21 by making it 24 in honor of Kobe Bryant. Like just y'all that really don't fuck with it and aren't grieving, because there's really people out here that are grieving. Trust me. Get out the way. Just get out the way and let people
They'll have
grieve.
memes of someone shooting the ball in the trash.
And
can,
say
like,
we say Kobe.
forever.
Don't forget to say Kobe. Like none of that. To the people that are really hurting, that was
yeah.
the least of what we fucked with Kobe for. Like we don't. That's not even on our brains.
Yeah, not even remotely.
So, if y'all want to really contribute to Kobe, as you would say, get on the train, get the fuck out the way. And he said that. So we can segue.
Facts. Rest in peace to the GOAT.
R.I.P. to the Mamba.
I guess the Super Bowl is this weekend.
I don't want to talk about sports. I want to talk about sports. Let's not talk about sports.
Well, we got to.
How in the fuck we gonna sit here and give every playoff
Because
prediction,
everything that
every
you talk about
prediction
is
about
gonna be-
everything, and then the Super Bowl, the last game?
Well, because it's going to give us another chance to change our predictions. There's only 2 teams. We can't change it yet.
No, we're all.
We talked about
Well,
everything
first
for the
off,
last
first
5
off,
weeks.
first off.
And this man changes like the season.
No, you do. So let's not go there.
I do.
Time out.
Hold on, didn't
What
we
are
already
you-
talk? Oh, we already talked
That's
about
what I'm
this.
saying.
Oh, shut up, bitch! I forgot that they didn't play.
What? Who?
Huh?
We already talked about this last week.
Talked about what?
Who we thought was gonna win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but no, I said, well, I don't remember.
Wait,
that.
who didn't play?
Hunter's a crazy man.
Yeah, I'm a crazy man. I thought that it's been 2 weeks since they played the Super Bowl, so I thought we haven't talked about the Super Bowl
Yeah,
since
no,
our
it was
last
last- it was
right.
last week.
Okay, besides the point. What are you doing next Sunday?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess.
Where are you getting at?
The Super Bowl is it this Sunday?
Oh, it's Sunday. It's the
coming
2nd, I
up
think.
Sunday.
February
This
2nd.
coming
It's this
Sunday,
coming
so
up
that's what I
Sunday,
meant.
yes.
He must watch the Super Bowl with you, brother.
Clearly. What are you doing? Don't be in Columbus.
I might be, actually. In Columbus. We'll figure something out.
Okay, who do you got winning?
Place. Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes.
So he thinks Chiefs got it. Who you got, Khalil?
I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
Yeah, fuck the Patriots. Fuck Tom Brady.
Oh
fuck
my
all that.
God.
Fuck all that.
I said the 49ers.
he's done.
You are a Patriots.
I said the 49ers.
Y'all are done.
We'll get into that later. Pick
Why?
Yeah. Don't worry about
I
it.
hate when we say we'll get into that later. No,
And
we
then we
won't.
never do.
We just literally won't.
Why'd you have to do that?
That's 'cause I can't stand it. I mean, I'm so glad the franchise is done. I'm ripping
But they
your
got
shit
what
year
I
from
don't
year.
understand that. But that all dynasties end.
Year from, and I love it. Okay.
He has 6.
I know.
don't
care.
If he could
Out
retire
loud.
right now,
I
that'd
don't
be
care.
if
20
he
years,
did-
if 20
don't
years ago,
care.
Patriots fan could have said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we're gonna walk away this decade with 6 rings."
No, in 20 years, Dolphins have 6 rings.
Stop.
Okay, that's all besides the point. Who's your pick?
Fool. I'm 49ers.
No,
Oh, you got
Oh,
Niners?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Bitch.
Chiefs. I got
I'm sorry.
Chiefs.
I'm upset.
Score prediction:
I don't give a fuck about all that. I just want y'all to answer.
boom.
42-24.
How do y'all feel?
Oh my
24.
goodness.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes gonna run it up.
I think it gets ran up. I think 'cause
Yeah, I
the
feel you.
defense is good, but it don't matter once the team's going to get blown out. The defense can be great.
I say
If they
that-
lose that air in them, they can be done anyway. Those
I said 35-17 Chiefs.
35-17.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer and a lot less points scored.
Well, the smaller the points,
42 might be
the
extreme,
closer that the points are, the more favored the 49ers.
Niners
I would
are,
say.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just played better defense. They run game and
And
scout.
Jimmy can't keep
and
up with
Mostert
him.
is off of that. He just had like 30 carries for like 220 yards,
Yeah,
which
that
I
will
would be
happen
pissed
again.
because he was like 12 yards away from breaking the record. It's like, give me the ball one more time,
Man,
Please.
couple
Who-
more times.
Man,
What was it, Eric Dickerson? He was like 12 yards away from breaking Eric
that's
Dickerson's.
fire.
It's like, give me the ball one more time. I
Just
was
fucking
averaging like
give me the
9 yards a carry.
I'm glad I'm escaping this without having to make a pick.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're-
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was just gonna let Shane keep
Hey,
going.
let's
Who you
go.
got?
I'm really torn, bro, because the story would say the Chiefs.
Stop.
You just said something about the story.
No, but people, I told you I'm done sticking up for you.
Okay.
So
The
go out
sto-
on your limb.
I will. Because
Okay.
somebody has to go out on limbs.
No.
My God. The story would say the Chiefs, but
I'm going to 49ers.
I think it sounds too good to be true.
Here you go.
You think it's going to be the Niners will be the Raptors of the NBA?
I don't know about all that. I didn't really correlate that, but
Because the Raptors, when they won,
I feel like
everybody was pissed.
my pick has been the Chiefs this whole time, but I feel like if it is the Chiefs, it's going to be a low-scoring game. But I also see a scenario where I feel
Why
like
would you say that? I'm curious.
huh?
Why would you say that?
Because I don't see it to where there's no way he's just going to run the table like that. With all these high-scoring games and 4 or 5 touchdowns, there's just no way. There's just no. It has to be harder. There's no way.
You can't just do
You
that.
can't just do that. It's
Joe
not
Flacco,
Madden.
It doesn't work that way.
But it was Joe Flacco, so it was a shock to everybody.
It
I'm
doesn't
saying with
work
Patrick
that way.
Mahomes, it's like you see him.
You're
cut-
supposed to. He's doing that.
Yeah, but
know, he's
it
doing
never
it.
happens if someone does it.
Yeah, but it's never a great. That can't be his resume. That's too good too early. Then you're the GOAT already. Like, and it's too.
It's like Madden.
It's like Madden,
It'd be
like
a-
you're
yeah.
my player.
Yeah,
You're
you're
my
my
first
player.
year.
Literally
You're
a my
99 your
player.
first year. And it's
MVP
like,
Super Bowl. It's like,
now I don't want to play no more because
Right.
I've accomplished everything in 1 year. So
Pook, I'm
He
sorry, I
should.
tried.
He should.
fuck you,
he
Puka.
said, "Puka, I'm sorry, I tried." So you got
I tried.
nah. You still try to get away. You talking about
you
those
got?
two
Yeah.
scenarios?
Who do you
Those
got?
like two
No, I
scenarios.
said I see a scenario where the Packers, I mean not the Packers, the Chiefs go down early like they've been and they don't come back.
So who do you have winning?
I'm rolling with the Chiefs.
Bet.
But I
So
just
3
I
to
want y'all to
1,
know because
and
here's
that's
what-
okay with me.
Here's what's gonna happen. I want to be right more than I want the Chiefs to win. So I'm hedging my bets a little bit. I want y'all to remember my 2 scenarios. If the Chiefs go down, they will not come back.
Okay.
Like
well,
they've
watch
been.
this. Just so.
That's not
by
a
that
hot
logic.
take.
Right.
That's
By that
so
logic.
dumb.
Watch this.
That's a hot take.
I got
because
2 scenarios.
Hold on, hold
The
on.
Chiefs win.
I hate when y'all
Why?
sit there and act like I didn't go out on a limb.
That's not a fucking limb.
How's that not a limb?
You literally coming out and saying, "Well, if they get down in the game, they won't come back."
I have 2 scenarios. One team
duh,
wins
that
and the
means they
other
would
team
lose.
wins.
There you go.
That's
I said,
easy.
hold on. Listen to what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
What am I saying?
You're saying they've been getting down these games and making a comeback and win.
Both
You're
games.
saying okay. You're
With
saying they get
ease.
down
With
again.
ease.
Okay, but I'm saying that's not a hot take because Doug's the best defense. They get down and.
But you act like they just be going down because they just. That's what I'm saying. I don't like stuff like that.
Okay, no, it's not
It's-
that.
you act like they go down because they're
They
just
get
getting
shamed.
beat bad.
Huh?
Like even when they went down against the Titans, it wasn't because they couldn't score the ball. They had a block punt. They took it home. Took it
Oh,
back.
that's besides the point.
No, that's a part
No,
of it.
that's beside the point because he's saying that if they get down 14 by the 49ers won't let up.
Yeah, but not if he throws an accident pick 6 and they take it to the house, or he get a strip sack
Well,
and they take it to the house.
I'm saying
That has no play of their offense.
bro.
And you know the Chiefs, they can score quick.
you just think you're not thinking of the mental part of.
I'm about to say that could have a play.
It does.
I'm just going
bro.
off of facts. I'm just going off of what happened with the Titans.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Well,
I'll tell you this.
yeah.
Has your team won championships?
Jesus Christ.
No.
Okay. When your team went, I'm not dissing you or anything because who gives a fuck about sports? But there's a thing called flipping the light switch on when your team won championship, like the Patriots try to do this year. When your team is a champion and they're so good, they coast through the regular season and they play with fire a lot and they don't perform their best all year and they think like during the playoffs or at any given moment they can flip the switch. I feel like the Chiefs do that. They've done that in every game they played in. They think that they're so good offensively that in the beginning of the game they don't execute, they don't really pay attention, they don't care, and then they just flip it on. I'm saying I feel like I see a scenario
That's
where they're
not true.
They don't flip it
That's
on.
not
Or
how
they
it
try
goes.
to flip it on.
They have a bad defense. So the
had
offense.
nothing. No.
Yes, it does.
I mean that's
The
a
offense
fact.
spends up a lot of their time overcompensating
My
for the
point
defense.
my point was it's a bigger stage. If you get down there, you're down 14-0 in
Yeah.
the Super Bowl to the best defense in the league.
Yeah, balls
you're
start
gonna
getting
get shook
sweaty.
in a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Patrick Mahomes is like that.
But we ain't seen it. You can't say that. We haven't seen that.
Not
I
the
can't
biggest
wait.
stage.
I want to see.
No, he's
that's
not
my
Super Bowl.
nigga, but I
No,
want to
he's
see him
not.
get punched in
How
the
is
face.
he battle tested? He's not playing one Super Bowl.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you act like he's not played.
He hasn't played in one.
Yes,
on the
the
biggest
yes,
stage.
the Superstars are the biggest stage.
Stop.
But you act like he's never been under any pressure.
He
No,
hasn't.
it's the biggest stage. Not like Super Bowl
Get the
pressure.
fuck out of here. He ain't been under any pressure yet. Stop.
Did y'all
Stop
not
it.
watch him against the Titans? I just don't
What
get
pressure was that? Who expected the Titans to win?
And that's not nowhere near Super Bowl pressure.
I'm not
bro.
talking about that.
No one
I'm
said
just
it wasn't
talking about-
pressure. Yes, he's dealing with pressure. He's a quarterback in the
He's
NFL.
never been to the Super Bowl. That's a fact.
So that's
So
the
he
pressure
was.
we're talking about.
That's a
the pressure we're
different.
talking
That's
That's a whole
championship
different
MVP
pressure.
Yeah, it's a whole
And when
Really
you're the favorite, and when you're expected to win,
and when they've been talking nothing but shit. If he comes down 14-0,
I forgot he was going
like,
up against a powerhouse. My God, I'm sorry.
no, defense. You just said it right. Powerhouse defense, best defense in the league.
That's all besides the point. The matter is, like Hunter saying, Super Bowl pressure is different. First off, secondly,
You let too much outside like woogity boot stuff.
because
I talk about football.
Because
It's that-
it's live.
Like,
It's
No,
live.
mental. Yeah, that's
It's live. That's
But
part
I'm
of the
gonna let
game.
you know Patrick Mahomes is like that.
We ain't seen it, so I don't know what you're going off
Please.
of. I did see him play.
I think he
did.
too. I think he is too.
The
I
man,
was like,
the
that's
man
my
went on a
nigga.
51-point run
We also thought Curry.
when
was
you
a-
counted him out because I already know
we
you
also-
turned the game
We
off.
also thought Curry.
You
was a
said you
killer.
turned the game
Stop.
off.
We also thought Curry was a killer.
We're not talking about Curry.
But we
Yeah.
are because they're about the same player.
No, not really.
About the
Patrick
same
Mahomes
player
is
in
way
my-
more
in my
killer
brain.
instinct than Curry, but we can talk
Nah,
about
I don't
that
know
later.
about that. How would I? What do I have to judge it off of? I seen him against the Patriots. Seen Tom light his ass up.
That's my guy.
All I'm saying is
I'm saying what big game did Patrick Mahomes play in so far? That's not a big game, sir. That's not
Why
a
not?
big. That was not a big game.
Why not?
Yeah,
They were
that-
down
we get
24-0.
that was not a big
He went on a
game.
51-point tear.
That's not a big game, bro. That was a nice performance. That was a big game. Going into that was a big game.
That's
No,
what I'm
but
talking about.
when
I'm
you're
talking
down
about in the
24
moment.
when you're
That- but
24
that's
When you're
not-
Patrick
but
Mahomes,
that's not that
when
good.
you are the face of the NFL on Madden,
That's not a
everybody's
big
talking
game.
about you
That's not a
pregame,
big
you
game.
come in, you
It's
get
not a big
embarrassed
game.
24-0.
It's not a big
You
game.
go back in
Not
and
a
you
big
readjust,
game.
you go on a
Not a big
51-point
game.
tear.
Not a
That's
big
That
game.
is fire.
Not a big
but
game.
that compared to the
Roethlisberger
Super Bowl
could
not
never.
close.
It's not even close. It's not a big game.
That's not what I'm talking about. There's
The
big,
only
there's big
other-
games and there's
the
big
only
moments.
big
There's
game-
big games and there's big moments.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Sometimes the moment
and
is a
there's-
lot bigger than the game.
Okay, exactly. There's moments where you feel inferior, and I want to see how you perform when you. I want to see him get hit in the fucking face. And
He was
perform.
down 24-0.
That's not hitting the face, bro.
What?
What?
No, that's hitting
You're
the
a
face.
dumbass.
That's a hit in the face.
In the playoffs?
Yo.
That's
Against
in
the
the face.
Titans?
Yo.
A team that you're
That's
supposed to
not-
come
he
in
was
and
down
walk
20
across,
he
and
was
you're
down
Patrick
20
Yeah, the
Mahomes?
Titans.
To the Texans.
To the Texans.
Or I'm sorry, the Texans?
Yeah, who?
I keep saying the Titans. That's the last game I'm
And
thinking of.
did
I'm
you
talking about the
think
Texans.
who do you think was going to win that game?
I said the Chiefs.
Okay, so that matters. That matters. That matters.
So just
That
because I
matters.
said the Chiefs were supposed to win didn't mean I never
because-
said they wouldn't
bro,
face
you gotta
adversity.
understand the psyche
I
of a
never
player.
said they
Shane,
wouldn't
when
face adversity.
you play basketball, when you know you're better than a nigga, it don't matter, bro. If I'm playing 21 and you're up 10 to 5, I know I'm better than you. I know at any given moment I can flip the switch and bust your ass. I'm saying we gotta see him when he feels inferior.
Winning argument. Wait, by that.
But
that definitely
Patrick
applies to
Mahomes
sports.
don't walk with that. That
Yeah,
team don't
I'm
walk
saying
with
he
that,
knew, bro. We heard him in the huddle saying, "Come on, guys, like we can make it." They feel like they could score every possession.
Oh, no,
They would not.
that's exactly how that team was.
But that's not fair because
They're the
that's
most
exactly
arrogant team in
They're the most
NFL
arrogant
by a
team. They
lot.
said every play is designed for a touchdown.
This is what I don't like what people do because you don't like to talk about not giving flowers. So if Patrick,
That's my nigga.
No, it's not. Don't do that. So if Patrick Mahomes, God forbid, I would never say if he passed away tomorrow,
Jesus.
don't ever in your life try to make it sound like, oh, he was like that because Exactly what you just said is exactly what the Patriots did to the Falcons.
I mean,
No.
I'll give you some examples.
No. They were down 24-3, and the whole time on the sideline, Tom Brady's like, "Don't worry, guys, we got this."
Okay.
What's old boy's name? What's y'all slot name? I can't think of his name right now. I'm drawing a blank. Julian Edelman is like, "No, y'all know we got this. This is what we do.
Right.
It's all good."
Okay.
Meanwhile, they were still going out there throwing interceptions. We just took back a pick 6, but they're talking exactly how you're saying they're talking. So don't call one team a GOAT type team mentality, and now because it's a new team of Patrick Mahomes.
No,
I said no.
Again, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about in
the moment, but that's different.
Why is in the moment different than?
Because Shane,
it's still a mentality that you carry, regardless if it was pre-game or in the game.
Can I give you some examples? Let me give you some sports examples. God rest his soul. Kobe Bryant. In 2009, do you think that Laker fans really we gave a fuck that we won against the Magic, but you know who we really wanted? We wanted Boston because I wasn't sure we could beat them in my stomach. I really wasn't sure. LeBron James against the Warriors. When he beat the Warriors at 16, that meant way different than when he beat any other team. You want to know why? Because I know by watching him play, I knew he really didn't believe he could beat them. He did not believe that.
So you think the Chiefs don't believe they can beat the 49ers?
No, I believe they can't. I believe
they
I said I don't know. The point to this whole conversation is I said he hasn't played in a game other than the Patriots that he felt inferior. That's the only game. That's a big game. That's the only big game he's played in. That's a big game.
And I don't know. On the record, I don't think Chiefs feel inferior at all.
I don't.
I think that they definitely think they're going to win that game.
And all I'm saying is I want to see the moments.
Because
I want to see them.
Yeah, and that's all. And like I said, I think that Patrick Mahomes is like that.
Me too. I would like to believe. I don't know.
Because the Super Bowl is it's a different beast, bro. It's literally a different game.
Y'all keep saying fact. Duh, that's a fact.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's
what I'm saying is when you have a certain mentality, you're like that. It's cool.
All I'm saying is prove it.
Like that.
No. I'm saying is prove it.
Kobe's like that.
But I've seen him get folded in. I've seen him get folded in the finals.
Yeah, that happens. Tom Brady's folded
against a team where he wasn't sure in his brain he could beat them.
Tom Brady's folded.
Okay,
don't fold.
Exactly. So my point is,
I'm telling you right now, early because I'm gonna give him his flowers before.
And I appreciate that. You should.
Patrick Mahomes is a GOAT, and he's like that.
And we'll hold you to that. Got you on camera. That's good.
He will show up in the Super Bowl.
I would like to believe it.
The score will be close, but I believe they'll win 35-17.
35-17.
That's what I said.
That's not close.
That's like almost 3.
But I'm saying the game is going to be close. You know how it's.
Okay, and then they'll take off.
Yeah, y'all keep saying stuff too literal.
I don't know, man. All I'm saying is I would like to believe that Patrick Mahomes is my favorite player right now. I just want to see him get punched in the face.
He's been punched in the face.
I don't believe that.
24-0 punched in the face.
And then go 51.
That's not a punch in the face. That's a jab. That's a jab.
In the face.
That's a jab. It's not punched in the face. Yeah. Even if you're a GOAT, there are times where you run into a nigga that you like, damn, he got some of me in him. Like, this nigga's legit. Yeah. I'm saying I want to see him in that scenario. I want to see him go up against a nigga.
That's why I keep referencing the Titans, because the Titans are the
only reference that you should make.
The
only reference that you should make is the Tom Brady game, because he's seen Tom Brady.
No, or the Texans.
When Tom Brady got the ball in overtime, Patrick Mahomes was like,
nobody's afraid of Tom Brady today. Period. I don't care.
I said when they played him.
Nobody's afraid of Tom Brady today in football.
I ain't letting you.
Facts.
We ain't arguing that. We ain't arguing that. I said last year when they won the Super Bowl, when Tom Brady got the ball in overtime, everybody on earth knew it was over.
Yeah,
including Patrick Mahomes.
For sure.
I'm saying he's seen that in Tom Brady. He knew that. So he was low-key spooked. He was on the sideline spooked. I'm saying I just want to see him in that scenario again.
And he was in it. But you keep discrediting him.
When? Against Ryan Tannehill? Against Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, against Derrick Henry. Against Deshaun Watson.
Stop it. No. He's like, I'm way better than that nigga. Not even close.
But it's not one-on-one. You keep talking like it's basketball.
He's like, if this becomes a throwing game, guess who I'm putting my money on? But when he played against the Patriots, he's like,
well, they look at the defense like that too. He's just saying the quarterback. Do you think Patrick Mahomes definitely looking at that defense, that quarterback? Like, you cannot. I will fuck you.
I will fuck you up bad. I can score every possession. If everything goes right,
clearly
I can score.
He can, because he scored.
I know he can.
Unanswered.
I just want to see him again. I want to see niggas get punched in their face. I loved when Tom Brady went against the Giants when they was undefeated. I love shit like that. I want to see you get punched in the face. See how you react then, bitch.
I want to see Patrick Mahomes win, start his legacy,
Me too.
become a GOAT.
I'm sorry about the Giants.
That's life.
Hey, speak to that. Who would have thought the Giants would have won? I thought
twice. Let's not forget.
I thought they would have when they went undefeated. But I'm just saying,
twice.
Doesn't it make it? Well,
can you believe that?
Happened twice.
You can definitely believe that.
I can believe it.
Just because that's how the story goes. That's what he was.
It's annoying as fuck, is what it is.
You want to call a liar on that one?
This year, the beginning of the year, Patriots had the best offense in the league.
What this
they have the most potential.
Wait,
The
when?
lineup.
Who?
The beginning of the year, the Patriots.
Who?
The Patriots.
Had the- this year?
Yes.
Had the best of what?
Oh my God.
Did he say offense?
Yes.
Stop it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what do you mean stop it?
Is the Chiefs? I thought we just talked about the Chiefs. The Patriots?
Bruh, you act like we didn't just have your boy, Antonio Brown.
He
was
wasn't
on
there at the
crack.
beginning of the season.
He wasn't there at the
And
beginning.
he was on crack. Let's
He
call
was
it what it is. Antonio
not-
Brown
He's
does
not
crack.
on fucking
Oh, he
crack.
does.
He hates some
We
kind.
had
He
the
hates some
best.
kind.
I told y'all
That's
Bro,
fucked up.
what?
That's really fucked
Yeah.
up, bro. Because it's gonna come.
And
out
then we
that got
lost
CTE, and that's
every
fucked up.
top receiver.
Well,
Like,
same thing. Crack, CTE, same thing.
That's no, bitch. That's not how that works.
That's his take. That's Stephen Akron.
I'm just saying he's on something I tried to tell you.
he's definitely on something right now.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
does
if
crack or
He's
coke.
tweaking.
I mean, he does something. Clearly.
You do.
Okay. I'm also not.
So don't put this man's business out.
Don't put smudge. All right, next topic.
Whatever. bro.
All right, next topic.
No, y'all-
Right, then we got
no.
NFL out the way.
So
he
let's
likes
talk
Christian McCaffrey for MVP.
I know that. Yeah, you and your bad takes and your bad teams. So he said 35-17 Chiefs. He believes Patrick Mahomes runs the table. Patrick Mahomes lives this career and he never has any problems
He
ever
wins 10
again.
Super Bowls.
He throws 55 touchdowns again and wins Super Bowls left and right.
what
If that happens in the
You know what that
NFL, I'm
sounds
done.
like?
That's what goats do.
Even though it really might, because
Madden
it's
player.
A
bad.
whole
He's a-
Madden
that's the
player.
crazy thing. Patrick
That's a
Mahomes is like a Madden
a
player.
Madden
Yeah.
player.
He
He's
is
a
Madden.
Madden type quarterback.
But
I
we've
would
seen
say.
it with Curry. I'm just saying, to me,
We
he's
have
the,
seen it.
he's the NFL version of the
We have
Steph
seen it.
Curry.
And what are you saying? Curry got 3 of them on his fingers, so stop
But
playing
I'm
with
saying
Curry's
we've
name.
seen him get punched in the face.
Oh, we've definitely
I'm not
seen
putting
Curry.
smug on his
Okay,
name.
we've
I'm
definitely
just
seen
saying
Curry get punched in
we've
his
seen
face,
him
no
get
doubt.
punched in the face.
Okay.
And we kind of know where Curry stands on that podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on that.
Stop.
He's on that.
Stop.
He's on that.
Stop.
I mean, you watched that same finals last year, too.
The finals, why are you referencing that? Why would you reference that finals?
Because
that
I'm
choke?
so sick of your wishy-washy.
Yeah,
I'm
he
so
has
sick
wish,
of it.
bro. The more I
But
get to
Shane,
know
no,
you,
Shane.
I watched every single
Shane,
game
bro,
with
come
Steph.
on,
I
bro.
know.
You may think I'm wish
I
washy,
watched-
but can you vouch for me? Was Steph Curry on that last final? You watched
Listen,
it,
I
right?
watched every single finals game with Steph.
I think I was over here.
You
You
were probably
was.
here for a couple of them, right?
He was over here for like 5 out of the 6.
Yeah. The only letdown
Me and
was really
Steph in the
Draymond.
whole entire game was
Draymond was really the only letdown.
no. Listen, we was almost every game. No, Curry had 2 games where I'm like, "Fuck, Curry,
Yeah.
what do you want?" Curry was getting fouled
Yes.
left and right.
Yes.
I heard me and you was the whole entire game because you was rooting for Curry,
Yes.
right? So me and you were rooting for Curry, and you're like, "Fuck, get off!" He can't. Curry couldn't get a foul.
But you're
Meanwhile,
Kawhi.
no, not Kawhi. We're not gonna go get that team. Let's talk about his own team.
Oh,
Not even fuck the injuries.
but Hunter.
You keep saying,
That-
well, if he had that team, he would have win.
No, that's not what I said. I said the only thing I told you is was there those 2 moments that you agreed that he had,
No doubt.
so that costs you the series. That's all that matters.
Okay,
that's all that.
bullshit.
When you're
That's
no,
bullshit.
that's all
Kawhi
that
had them
matters.
same 2 games. Kawhi had 2 bad games.
But we're not. I'm not. I don't give a fuck.
But you credit Kawhi.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I know when my. All I'm telling you is when
Kawhi's like
if
your
you're that
favorite
nigga and you cost your team. Did he cost his team the series by those 2 games where he underperformed? He didn't perform average. He underperformed.
He didn't cost. And first off,
Underperformed, bro.
how? Because the game I'm talking about, they won. One of the games where he didn't do good. Remember, they won that game with Clay, or like
He
game
also
1.
lost all the
I know what
home
you're talking
games.
about.
He lost all the home games.
You don't do that.
I understand, but I'm saying you have to context
He also
matters,
missed.
bro.
He also missed like big shots.
1 big shot.
Wow.
At the
Multiple
end.
big shots.
No, 1. And he made a lot too.
That is
Not real. He made 1.
That is fucking
That's
awesome.
Nicki
He
Minaj's
can't,
brother.
the game where he's got 50,
Look at him.
he literally, from the game, from quarter 1, me and Biggs were just
He looks
watching the
like
other
a
day.
Teenage Mutant
He
Ninja
would,
Turtle.
every play that he scored on, it was him
No, he-
or he was getting double teamed.
I'm not going to talk about these. That's one
You don't remember all the
All right,
memories,
my bad. I
but
won't
whatever.
do it.
I don't
Yes,
care.
I do. You don't.
He choked that series away easily.
He did.
Nope, we're not talking about people.
I mean, was there other people responsible? Draymond Green,
They can't.
yes.
They're still talking.
But guess what? They can control.
He didn't choke at all.
Fucking not raping children.
What? Who went raping children?
Nicki Minaj's
That's what
brother.
they cannot control. Or that's what they
Oh,
can't
man.
control. That's
That's
fucked.
the
That's what
He's
Nicki
ugly.
Minaj's brother looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he's just not an appetizing looking person.
Wow.
It's funny.
I mean, why would his cheeks be that fat? Y'all want to talk about the Grammys?
Sure.
Yeah, we can skim
No.
past. Let's skim past them. There's the fucking
Nipsey got
Grammy.
2?
If-
No.
He got 2?
Your
Let's
boy
talk
got a
about me.
Grammy.
Let's talk about me.
Didn't
Let's
Grammys?
talk about you, Shane. Oh, fuck
No,
me!
why won't we
It
talk
was so shredded by yesterday, by the shit day.
Oh, no, I wasn't even talking
Happy
about that. I wasn't
25th
even talking
birthday to
about
my
that.
brother,
Yeah,
Shane.
My birthday's on the
Yeah.
27th.
Happy
Today's my
25th birthday to
Happy
my brother,
birthday,
Shane.
bro. For
Today's
real,
my
seriously.
Five.
Seriously.
Otis in the room.
I was really, you know what?
Birthday.
I was really, damn, your birthday was really
That's funny because
yesterday.
I literally
I
was
was
I think
dead
Mark was
ass.
changing his birthday.
I was dead ass, like going to go home. Like when I on Facebook, your little post, and we went back and forth about your dry ass response that you gave me and Hunter.
No.
Neither here nor
Man,
there.
and I like how
Neither
you
here
gave him a king. didn't get anything? Is that because I'm white, or is it because you weren't
No,
that
you got
back?
a blue heart. That's for my family.
But
If you notice.
no.
Yeah,
I forced
So,
that
yeah,
out
the
of
blue
you.
heart was after he
I
forced
that
it.
out of you.
Not to you. You got a blue heart.
Not the first message,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
I?
I forced
Yeah,
it
I
out
said
of
it
you.
all up. And he said, you made me tell you I
He
love
might
you.
have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Damn it.
No, I
Anyways,
ain't.
Damn it, I hate being
I
wrong.
know. That's all besides the point. The point is, I was dead ass before the Kobe news. Rest in peace. I literally, and you don't give a fuck, but I was getting ready to go home and try to find the funniest video I had of you, because I know I got some funny ass videos of you.
I don't think that's scary.
I do.
No, you shouldn't be scared of him. You should be scared of mine.
I don't care about yours. I already put out everything that you got on me. I already did.
Shit.
Please.
Sorry, brother.
There's the snot one. That's about it.
Oh damn,
And I
I
already
don't
put that
have
one out.
that.
I already put that one out on my own. So how?
I know
I
you're
deleted that.
good at that.
Ha.
You're good at something
Get you
else
before.
too.
But
What'd you do
hold
on
on, I
my
deleted
on that status?
But that's what a man's do. That's what men are supposed to do.
Oh
It's a man's
stop!
world.
It is.
Oh stop!
This is a man's world.
Oh
Sometimes
stop!
you gotta fall on the sword.
Sometimes
That's what I was getting
It's
at.
not. What do men do?
I'm just saying, don't give him that much credit. That is what
You're
men
a 25-year-old man.
do. And a grown man.
He's 20. You're
That's nuts.
25.
That's
Halfway
nuts
to
to me.
50.
I'm 25.
Halfway to 50.
Oldest man in this
In
room.
10 years, I'll be 35.
Tell us all to shut up and
Simple
respect
math.
our elders.
Yes.
When I was talking
Well, he's an
earlier,
elder too. He'll be.
But I'm not 25 yet.
That's
right? So
I'm
tell
a
him
young
shut up.
buck. I'm a young buck.
You get a different
Don't
level
tell
of
me
strength
shut
when you're
up,
25. I
I'll
don't
listen.
feel it
I
yet.
know. Earlier when I was yelling, you should have told me.
That's
to
when
shut the fuck up.
GMS strikes in.
When I was yelling earlier, you should have told me shut the fuck up and respect your elders.
Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Boy, little ass boy.
Right.
What
what
was you
you're
talking about?
child.
But that's what I was
23-year-old
getting at.
baby ass
The feedback,
bitch.
The feedback,
the
yeah.
feedback
Did
on that was nuts.
You watched the podcast last week?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
Shane.
What'd you think of it?
What was your thoughts? You don't necessarily have to talk about her post or nothing like that. But I mean, unless you want to, I don't really care.
No,
but
man, I was in Cincinnati last weekend or Saturday.
because he said Marissa was FaceTiming.
Yeah,
I don't know if you were with her.
I was with Marissa because it was Bianca's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah, and
Yep, I told you happy birthday.
actually, speaking of Marissa, she wants to be on the podcast.
I know we told her she can.
said she wants to be on the podcast.
We told all
That'd
of
be
them.
Is she gonna talk her
Everybody
shit?
says that we need a
I
girl.
still got.
She
I
wants
should
a
post that
girl point of view.
cringe ass
That's-
video, bro.
That was the one. She
That
said she wanted
video is so cringe.
It's just all guys on here. She said y'all need a female's
That's
perspective.
Every
We
girl
do.
says that.
She
Yeah,
wants
we
y'all-
we gave the
Female's perspective.
open.
So, she'll be in Springfield this weekend. So
Might have to set that up.
Yeah, we can have Marissa and Bianca.
Thanks.
there it is. It was last week's episode was crazy, man. Just hearing everything that went down. I don't know, man. It kind of. I was watching like you saying like, yeah, I cheated a lot, and I'm just like,
He didn't say,
Better man
he didn't
than
say
you.
a lot. Don't put words in this man's mouth.
I said multiple times.
Facts.
okay, but it was hitting like
Right.
hard
Hey,
for me.
That's legit.
I'm like,
Let's be careful about what you say. You said.
I'm like, ooh, man. I don't know, man.
When Shane told me that, I was like, my superhero died.
Because I never knew, you know. I don't follow a lot.
For real?
Yeah, no.
No,
I
I
mean,
swear we've had that talk.
no, hell no. We never had that talk.
What?
No.
Damn, so you didn't even know.
Nah.
Damn.
I mean,
Wait a minute.
people break up. That's all it was. I mean, I can make assumptions. In my eyes, Shane's the best guy in the world. And we did talk about, like, I don't know, man. I feel like
You fine.
she, not saying cheating is right by any means, but I don't know, man. Crazy expectations.
Can I say one thing that's
Some
telling
people.
about you, Shane?
What?
That, and I know certain people are watching, and I think everybody should take this into account, that a lot of people that have been close to Shane or the situation and stuff have probably said similar things or close to the same things. Like Khalil saying he didn't even really know. Hunter saying like he was damn near in shock. I was saying like I was in shock. So that should really kind of tell certain people the buildup of Shane, like what you really stand for. The fact that we're legit. Some people are legit shocked. Some people didn't even know you did it because it ain't like you.
Right, and we're your close friends. It's
That's
not
what I'm
like
saying.
it's like random people. We're your
It's like-
close friends.
So that should show that you ain't out here like maliciously
Right.
doing these things. Because niggas that are out here maliciously
You
doing
know
these
when
things,
they're doing
homies
it.
are telling
You
it.
know when
Legends,
somebody
nigga.
ain't shit.
Right. But like
And you're
niggas
not.
was,
Legends. Shout out to my guy. Boy, he's a legend.
Whoa.
Come on.
Hold on, what did I do?
I'm glad we can beep that out. I don't know why you
Yes,
say
oh my
that.
god.
Let's just throw all your business.
You could
out
have
there.
just said legend, and we'd have all.
But he
been-
didn't know. I was supposed to give him a shout out a long time ago.
We were-
y'all
But
just
not from
Right,
that.
ain't got nothing to do with that.
Hey, we'll take that out.
Yeah.
That's funny. You're a funny
Man, that's
man.
dry snitch. Oh my God, I feel bad. Thank God it's not
Oh my
live.
God.
Thank God it's ain't live.
Anyway.
So Shane, what's the feedback like? What's
No,
the,
it was just it would. Go ahead. What did you want to say?
I was about to ask if you had a conversation after that podcast.
Yes.
And
is there closure?
Yeah, I think so.
that's good.
I think so. I got a lot of. I mean, it went a way different way than I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, I remember even when after we shot it, you
Why
was
you
like,
looking at me? Like,
Cause
even after we shot it, you was like, man, I don't know, like, you was kind of iffy.
yeah, I was ready to drop like a other episode. When
Back
I
to
was-
back.
Like
So you could. I feel that.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I don't even know.
But got a lot of there was a lot. Surprisingly, there were a lot of girl feedback. There was a lot of girls feedback that I was like, "What, bro?
I'll tell you later.
What did I do?"
He's a
There was a lot of girls feedback that I was surprised that
Agreed.
I thought it was gonna be a lot more slander.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not because you're clearly a good dude, man. There's ain't shit niggas, and there's niggas, man.
And they tried to revoke
Then
my
there's me.
FBA card.
I know. How dare
They
they?
tried to revoke my FBA card.
They can never get that out of you.
Yeah, that was post.
There's a lot of things you'll give up, but that's not
That's
one.
what I'm saying. You
Facts.
remember FBA?
You're not even familiar with what it is.
I'm just like, if you wouldn't have asked, I'd have just kept.
Hunter,
it was
just tell them what
crazy.
it is.
Hey, I'm dead. How's
You always say
You're the
that.
furthest thing from me.
No, he is.
The Faithful Black Association.
Faithful Black.
Faithful
So
Black
when you said that, I'm
Association.
like, black men don't cheat.
Facts.
That's what I was. Then I was just gonna. I was using context clues with that one. Though.
You got
I
something
can't-
that you
Hold on. I can't be a part of that?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You
You
said
said
the
yeah.
furthest thing away from
No,
that.
that's all I said, though.
Okay,
I didn't say you
why?
couldn't be a part of it. I
Why?
just said you're the furthest thing.
Okay, fair enough. You did
So,
not
so I
say
cheat? When have you ever known me to
Huh?
cheat?
I just said you're the furthest thing from the. What was it?
FBA. I got
Well,
you.
what does it stand for?
Faithful Black Men Association.
Are you the furthest thing from black?
No.
No, I'm
So,
the
hold on.
closest thing to a
I
black
can't be
man.
excluded in that, but transgenders have to be excluded.
I know. I'm not.
Do you feel
I'm
black?
about to try to confuse me.
I'm
All I
just-
said is you're
I'm
the
just
furthest
saying.
thing.
Remember, he kept saying, but don't feel excluded. If you put that, then they'll feel excluded.
But that's
good with
okay. Inclusion ain't good always.
Facts. You were about to
I-
say something.
I respect you.
Don't get him.
That was all. That was genuine.
No, I'm missing that
That was all
goddamn day. You kidding
That's
me?
crazy. Though. I thought I swear. I
No, we
promise
never
I
had
thought I
that
told you.
Bro, this niggas are not on
So
I
living
guess
there.
you've been out. But
Yeah, yeah.
Got me fucked up.
That's all right.
Boy, oh
my family's
boy.
having watch parties.
What?
Yeah, brilliant.
And we got to see, show that much love to the Noahidols.
That's what I'm saying. We had 100 views in 2 hours.
Right, the first day, 100 views. World record, all because y'all want to be nosy.
Right.
Fuck with us. We did cut more subscribers, though. Got like 5 more subscribers just off that.
Fire. Do that more often.
Yeah. Facts. Talk shit.
Mm.
I just told him, I said, if we really want to get
That's
views
not
again,
what you
we
wanna
could
do.
have it. We could talk about
Yeah.
Coach Zay
That's
and
not
make a
what you
clip of
want
that.
to do.
2020.
Who?
we're doing that.
I said, we can talk about Coach Zay and make a clip of that, and we get 100 views.
Easy.
Like, if we...
Coach who?
Zay. With that
Carson.
situation, I'm saying, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just saying, if we...
Yeah, we could really,
Yeah.
like, that's what a lot of people don't, y'all
some
think it's so
all-paper
easy. Just talk about this, just do this, just talk about...
You can't talk
Some
about
shit
that
is just
stuff.
low bush and it ain't
Yeah.
our business.
Right.
I'm not about to, that's
Yeah,
not
we don't-
And
what
I
this is.
honestly wouldn't have. I wouldn't have felt comfortable doing that had I not been willing to take ownership of it.
Right.
If it was a bash her fest, I
Right.
wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We wouldn't
yeah.
have let you just
Yeah.
get on here
Yeah, that'd
and
have
bash
been,
her.
yeah, that'd have been
That's what
disgusting.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that'd have been disgusting.
So
There's that. Wrap that motherfucking section up. Easy, smooth.
That was clean.
that is what I wanted to ask though, because I know that you said that what's her face was FaceTiming Marissa, and I wouldn't know if you guys was watching it all together.
They watched it right
You just
before
said,
I
yeah.
came, and we were talking about it. That's what happened. And yeah.
Yeah, and can we
Conversation.
clarify that, like, because wasn't there some confusion in some of the YouTube comments about where we were standing?
Yeah.
Like, can somebody run that by me? Like, what the
It
confusion was
was
again?
Mahadi was saying something, talking to me and you,
Yeah.
about how she can say that, she can tell whatever she wants till she's blue in the face, and blah, blah. But it can still be classy or unclassy, so that's why she was just saying, but it's her truth, she can say whatever she wants, which is, it's
Well,
a fact.
I thought we stated that.
I did too, but I also said
Well,
that
I think
didn't
what she
like
does is I think she comments as she's watching, because then she was going back like, oh, never mind, you know what I mean? So shout out to Mahadi because she
Oh, yeah.
watches every
Yeah,
and
facts.
she leaves
Big shout out
feedback.
to
Mahadi.
She engages.
Yeah.
She leaves comments. So a lot of stuff that she comments, it's off the whim and it's
because you hear it because you can't.
She
unless
probably
you're
watches
taking notes and shit like that. But I mean, you don't really do that.
Yeah, that's legit.
Shout out to Thad. Thad does
really
that shit all the time. Like he'll always watch a podcast. It could be like 3 podcasts ago, and he'll just he'll text me like a long paragraph. Like the other day, he's like, Lamar Jackson's not that much, but I'm like, what? I'm
What are you talking about?
I'm like, oh shit, I'm not
I don't even remember saying that. You're
That shit
using
happens
the
all the
things.
time.
That's
Big,
funny.
Big
People
just
be
did to
coming
you
to me
yesterday.
doing
Biggs
that.
was
Get
I'm
mad
surprised
every
he
time I
was
say episode 2. I'm like,
bro, Biggs just did that yesterday. He was like, Shane was tripping on transgender or on abortion. Like Shane's trying like,
And that was like
abortion.
episode 1. We was the leftovers.
Man.
Man. We talking about that shit.
no, that's
Biggs is
funny. No, but again, like you always say, shout out to the people that really watch because we like feedback. We like good,
You
negative
need it.
or positive.
You
Yeah,
need it.
exactly.
It's important.
It helps us create dialogue.
Yep.
It does.
So,
Oh man, you need to play.
Well, you want to get into our questions, brother?
yeah, go ahead. While I plug this up.
So we let our special guest pick our questions today.
I had to.
I ain't gonna
I'm just
start with- I ain't
saying-
gonna start with you.
Yeah, please.
Let's start with you. You picked it.
All right, so which?
Is taking a human life ever justified?
Yes.
We've done this before.
Have we?
Have-
We literally have.
We literally
Have
have.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, then we
Justified?
need a new one. That's my fault.
Yeah.
Oh, did you pick this?
Yeah, that was
It's
my
all
fault.
good.
Boy, you
did.
gotta stop smoking.
That's my fault.
We literally talked about it. We
Yeah,
talked
but
about it
I
like 3
picked it.
podcasts in a row.
Right. Remember because he was
Was
talking
it all
about God?
yeses?
He was
Was it
talking
all
about if you
yeses?
get to.
Wow.
We've even had this same conversation. Like I've had to remind you.
We've
of
done this before. Pick a new one.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's no issue. But now we have another one.
It's no
We have another
issue.
one. So if you
brain's
could
an issue.
become immortal on the
Oh,
condition you
nah.
could never die,
We've done this.
Oh my God.
We
I
talk about the
suck.
fountain of youth.
what would you do?
We talked about Paul Bunyan. We talked about the youth or whoever
I'm
the
Paul
guy is.
Bunyan.
We need to find.
I'm Paul Bunyan. What do you mean Paul Bunyan?
It's okay, man. You're not here every week, but he is.
No, that don't make no
Really, I
sense.
should watch them.
Oh, the other 2 up there didn't load in.
You added 2 more.
Mm-hmm. The other one was
I only put 2 on there, so unless you
yeah,
put
but
2.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Well, just to be clear, taking a human life can be justified.
Oh, easily.
Okay.
I'll kill a man with my bare hands.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's
on the side of a highway with a box cutter.
Were you against it?
Yeah, but I don't condemn anyone that feels like that. I just personally couldn't take a life.
Okay.
And we've talked about this, but
I don't know.
I just don't see myself. I don't act out of anger like that. I mean, I guess I am spiteful. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Until you're put in the situation,
And you don't know.
I don't
you don't
know.
know
With
what
a
you can
clear
do until
mind,
you
a
put it-
clear-
Yeah. I mean,
Right now-
when your life's about to be taken, what
Right.
happens?
If
Yeah.
I feel threatened though, then I can.
So you,
So I could.
so that was just.
But that wouldn't.
That was never even
When he-
a justified reason
Right.
to kill somebody for me, but it is a justified reason to kill
Right.
somebody. So
Well, when you put into that when you ask the
Look,
initial
lies are
question,
making
the
me
way
sad
I
as
see it
fuck,
is,
bro.
could you ever get back at somebody? Like,
Question?
like
You know
as a
what I mean?
revenge.
How?
yeah, that's the way I
Just
was
like
looking at
these
it. I
ones.
wasn't really looking at
I
it
mean-
as in if my life is threatened and like
Even
somebody
like,
is about to kill me, like
you have
then
no
I
choice,
choose.
but-
Right, that's
Hold
survival.
on.
But yeah, I could do it both ways. I'll be
I don't
back
know
on
if I
it.
could get revenge. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know, man. I guess I can imagine.
I thought
You probably
Billy-
won't know it.
Until
I
you're.
always
in-
think like children.
that's
type
your
shit.
fight or flight kicking
Is he
in.
pissing?
Mhm.
Little pause.
While y'all are, yeah. No, we don't got. We can
Yeah, I mean, there's some I'm not trying to get into, like not right now because they're gonna be salty. But I mean, here's one that is kind of, it's not really that deep, but it's kind of just. Does the study of philosophy ever lead to answers or more questions?
More questions.
Ain't that crazy? When I read that question, I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. The more studying you do, the more questions you have
questions you
about
have.
like, especially in philosophy of, well, what does you find one thing out and it's like, well, motherfuck, how'd that happen? I just thought that was kind of crazy that we never really get the answers we're
Closure.
fucking looking for,
Nope.
which is really bullshit. Just like this day. All right, here's one. This could get you out your funk, brother.
No, probably not.
Probably not, but it could. First off, wasn't Rick and Morty supposed to come back on last night? Like I could have swore because now January's over. Because I know for sure I saw that they said they would come back in January. I didn't remember what date, but I remember January 400. Correct me if I'm wrong. And now next week will be February. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what the fuck happened? They can't just do that. Don't they have a contract or something?
Somebody needs to sue.
For real, they haven't even said anything.
That's what.
They literally said we'll be back on like the 17th of January. In December, like
Do they not have a Twitter account or anything?
yes,
They do, and then they randomly tweet like dumb shit, like
Special giveaway.
special
Like, or
giveaway. about like Pickle Rick. Like, we don't give a fuck about that episode that happened last season.
Man.
We want new episodes.
Man, but actually, I want to ask this too, clear. So, since you're here, is it better for a person? Me and Stephen, even Shane's had this conversation a lot off mic, but is it better for a person to have a broad knowledge base or a deep knowledge base? So, like the Rick and Jerry effect. Would you rather be the Rick? Is it better? What would you think?
To know a lot of.
So basically, you know how Rick is.
To be super into a few things.
Not even super into a few. I'm saying like, so you know how Rick basically, he's kind of like the whole thing is he's depressed because he knows life is meaningful. Life is meaningful. Jerry don't know what the fuck's going on in his own goddamn house.
So is it better?
So I'm saying,
is it better to be a Jerry or a Rick?
Funny.
Like, would you better to just be oblivious to all the real life or to like accept it? Like, fuck. Shane.
I think it's better.
What do you think, brother?
For quality of life, it'd be better to be a Jerry.
You think so?
Honestly, I feel like I know so, but I guess it's all relative. When you're Rick, you're sad. If everybody's fucking Rick, we'd all be depressed.
Yeah.
And you don't want to live life that way. You don't want to live life depressed. Not saying, I mean...
You're right about that one, bro.
I mean...
Do you
fucking
think
Rick's a super genius, so it'd be cool to be Rick, I guess. But
do you think
that's not real life, you know?
This might branch off into a different conversation. Do you think that's why a lot of things are hidden from our knowledge, or do you think that's due to like selfish reasons? Do you think like they hide a lot of stuff from us for our own better good?
No, it's selfish for sure. They don't tell, like, as far as I'm assuming you're talking about like the government and shit.
Well,
Whoever they.
I think kind of both.
I can ask, why do y'all think, like, what do y'all think about the story of, like, the Garden of Eden and, like, the forbidden fruit? Do y'all think that that's kind of like a metaphor for that same scenario? Because God was saying he didn't want them to eat from the tree of knowledge, the all-knowing tree, because do you think he was doing that to protect humans? Because if you knew everything, you would be fucked up, probably.
I don't know.
In God's situation, I do. I think that there was obviously everything said don't eat from that tree. There was clearly, you know what I mean? But, so I think that.
Do you think God is miserable?
No.
You think God is a woman?
Do y'all?
I don't think.
What do y'all think God is?
I
know it's like a super cliche.
Just a being. I don't.
Okay.
There's no man or woman.
Okay.
No fucking sexual parts, that make up a man.
That's how I think.
What do you think?
It's just an energy type, like some type of higher being,
some kind of higher power that is in a totally different dimension than we could even.
What do you think first?
I was childish. I feel like
that's what I think.
You go first.
I don't think.
Well,
I
think it has the ability to take on.
I
keep saying it, but whatever y'all want to wrap that up in, because
parts.
there's biblical representation of what Jesus.
Well, what fucks me up is, here's what fucks me up when I broaden the scope, because when God speaks, he says he's the God of the universe. But is there another God then?
Is there other universes?
Like a
multiverse? That's what you're asking?
Yeah, there's other universes.
Kind of like on Rick and Morty.
So that's what fucks.
Is there
that's
other
where
universes?
There is.
What if our God's like the little
What do you
brother?
mean there is? Easy.
No, I definitely believe so, because
there's the multi. The uni is the universe. There's like other.
One verse.
Yeah, there's other universes. Well, I guess universe means one.
One.
Yeah.
Multiverse would obviously mean
more than one universe.
Yeah,
but it's not like we're talking about. Obviously, there's more than one galaxy. So.
Well, anyway, I think that there's one person that leads it all anyway. As in, like you were saying, if our God is the one and there's another God to other galaxies, I think there's still one God. I think there's still
there's
one.
More than one universe.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It wouldn't put. I don't know. So I
can't.
He said I honestly don't know.
I just honestly don't know. I can't.
No one knows.
No one knows. But
that's what I'm saying. But you said I honestly don't know. Like,
yeah, I know.
like
but
somebody knows.
Right. But
I can't like Google this information.
Right.
But I'm trying to become more, reasonable with the fact that
Would it be okay if you did that?
That's what
Would it fuck you up to know that there's other universes?
It would. That's where I think that.
And you couldn't reach those other universes?
It wouldn't fuck me up. It would definitely have me.
Or would you be okay if you knew about it and could also be in touch with those other universes?
No, that would fuck so much shit up.
It would fuck a lot of shit up. But would you be fucked up?
Yeah. Not as fucked up.
You be fucked up as in which way?
I think.
Would you give up your meaning
I think
of life?
the Rick side of that is such a dangerous territory to get into. Just have that knowledge is just. I don't know. I guess like you said, I guess it depends on who you are, because I think having that knowledge would just make you look at life so emptyless. Like it just wouldn't mean it was so disposable.
As a person, you know who you are.
Yeah,
right?
me. Yeah.
Would you give up on what you want to do? Because of who you are.
Possibly, because I'm already kind of.
But you still have to live in this life.
It's so meaningless just because. If my daughter dies, I'll go to the next galaxy. I'll go to the next one.
Exactly.
They die, I'll go to the next one.
So that makes it disposable.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying that's dangerous.
Anything that's
so you don't care. It's not.
The stakes aren't as high.
Right.
The stakes are so high here because it's like we all believe we don't know how much time we got, but if you really knew, like, well, it doesn't really matter that much.
That'd be cool.
It'd be cool, but how dangerous? I think only one person should maybe know that, and that's probably Elon Musk. But I think if everybody on this place, if everybody knew that, we would all be doing crazy shit, wouldn't we?
For sure.
Because if everybody knew that, because it's so disposable.
Yeah,
it's like, who gives a fuck?
I'll bounce.
I guess I'm not working today.
Well, not really, because everybody can't be like a super scientist like Rick.
Okay.
Like a scientist, because only Rick can go get in that bag to where he goes to different galaxies.
Only Rick can be Rick.
Like everybody else in them like different galaxies, they can't do that shit.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Their life is still They don't know. And even if they did know, it's not like they can go. Even if they did know, it's like, if I die, I die.
Yeah.
Like, there's other people, but I'm fucking crushed. I'm crushed. They don't care about
Right,
the
but I
other
thought we were
person.
talking about a scenario where everybody knew. If you knew, then you would
like, and you could get the gun and you could go back and forth.
Well, you would probably work on getting, if you knew.
I guess, yeah. They sell them at Walmart.
They probably would.
It won't be that low. I guess it would be low budget ones to where it can go wrong.
Right.
There's always a low budget.
You can get the Dollar Tree version. It might make it for sure. It might make
Shit would change.
Commercials. Try your luck.
I think life would balance itself out. Because life's balanced.
It always does.
Right?
It always will.
Because we don't know.
The universe will make it.
Yeah. So with us knowing, first,
if they didn't, Thanos would restore the balance.
We all know our life would just be completely different because everybody knows everything would just.
I like the middle ground. I know that's not an answer. It's either choose one, but the middle ground between Jerry and Rick. And if for y'all don't know what we're talking about, it's talking all knowing and being
completely clueless
and loving life because you.
Yeah, and I don't want to be completely fucking clueless, but I don't need to know it all either.
Yeah, I know it all.
But you are know it all. Introductory.
Facts. We are know-it-alls.
So to branch off that real quick, same type thing. What do y'all think is more important or more useful, intelligence or wisdom?
I think as far as usefulness, it just comes with.
They said, go ahead.
Wait, what?
Whatever your.
You didn't get that one?
Your situation. I think those are situations.
I'll tell y'all.
Hold on.
Quote.
I got it. So,
break it down for me.
So you know intelligence.
Right. That
you
intelligence is learning? What's the difference?
No, intelligence is being smart. So intelligence is you're intelligent. You don't know. I mean, you know a lot of things, but you're not necessarily.
Is it kind of like
wise people are dumb? Can be dumb.
Between like street smarts and book smarts? Type.
A little bit, but like your grandpa.
Because I thought wisdom you would just get from experience.
Yeah.
You do.
So you can,
but you can be
intelligent.
You can be someone
can go through life and then have a lot of wisdom.
I claim myself smarter than my dad, and smarter than even my mom.
But you still can learn from them because.
I can learn so much from them because they've been through so many more experiences than I have, and they just.
So they have more wisdom. You think you have more
way
intelligence?
More wisdom.
Here's the quote that summarized intelligence and wisdom.
Okay, here we go.
That I've tweeted before. It's knowledge is knowing.
Don't make it about you.
So,
intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. So that's the difference.
Hey, that's a bar.
Facts.
So that's the same thing.
That's a fruit, but we don't do all that shit over here, young lad. You know what I'm saying?
Chill out.
I know what it is.
Right.
But it don't slap.
Right.
Just trust me.
Can you read that for me one more time?
Intelligence is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad.
Facts.
So would you rather?
Look at quote.
Would you rather have?
Do it one more time so he remembers it.
That's really
why I said I put it in the back of my head.
In my pocket.
Right, for later use. I might use it
With
tomorrow
that
night.
knowledge, or with that quote,
I'll say
picking
wisdom.
picking intelligence seems silly with that quote.
Right.
But I don't think picking intelligence is silly, but when you read that quote and then
It's
pick
misleading.
It is kind of misleading a little bit.
But is it? I mean,
Yeah.
it may be misleading, but I mean, it's not to say that intelligence isn't knowing that.
It
You
go
shouldn't.
first
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's knowledge or
But sometimes-
is wisdom
well,
and common sense the same?
I think what that's saying
Exactly.
is
So, but
Yeah,
it's
no.
common sense.
I
not
think
to
what
put-
that's
Right.
saying
Okay, I,
tomato
see,
in the
I like
fruit
how you
salad.
did that.
another like I think what that's saying is it's kind of the same as like you can get good grades in school, but do you know how to apply it to
In life.
Right.
I think that's what that quote's kind of saying.
Yeah.
Like intelligence is getting good grades in school and just knowing the work.
Yeah, because
you know
can
you
get
know
bad
what you're
grades.
working on.
Well, I
but
don't
you
know. That's not what I deem intelligence.
Well, good
I'm
grades,
just not getting not. I'm saying intelligence would be to know what you're being taught.
Okay, yeah.
But wisdom is to apply it to life because
Right.
you can know things,
Right,
but
right.
that don't mean you know how to apply it to life.
Right, exactly. Yep. So
I'm trying.
now that
think.
we
I
know,
don't know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
would
trying
you
to
say?
think.
You ever practice? You ever been in practice and practiced on
Wisdom.
25 turnaround jump
Wisdom.
shots and then in the game you can't do it?
No.
You ever practice
yeah,
something?
Shane wasn't a turnaround guy.
I'm just okay. Metaphorically, have you ever practiced something in practice or like just on your own and then during a game you can't do it? I have.
We know.
What about you?
He
And what
couldn't
about
wait.
you? And what about
He
you?
couldn't wait.
Oh,
He
shit.
couldn't wait.
Applying
No,
shit-
I get. I get.
Yeah,
what you're
learning
saying.
shit
I
and
get
then
what you're
applying it where it needs to be applied.
Well, I mean, I guess that kind of goes back to my overall like thesis as a person, and what I've learned is, I guess naturally I would lean more towards wisdom because y'all know my view on school.
Mhm.
Going to school is more so gaining like intelligence, but
Yeah, but I still think like I'm not even like I know where you're going.
I
at,
think
but that-
different types of people would take intelligence or wisdom different depending on what type of person they are. Some people need intelligence to go along with how they go around with their life.
Yeah.
Some people can know everything, but if they don't have the work ethic or whatever to kind of like apply it towards wisdom, then it wouldn't really come to fruition of whatever it is that they want to do.
See,
So I guess it's kind of a
I
two-way
kind of
street.
think of intelligence as the way you think. When you think of, I think of intelligence, I think of your critical analyzing skills. I think of how your deep thought of how surface level you aren't. I think of them type of things more than I think of anything about school or anything of that. So I think of me personally, to answer my own question, would be I'd rather be intelligent.
Yeah, from your point of
Yeah.
intelligence.
That's what
yes.
I mean. That's why.
That's what I was about to ask. How do you see wisdom then? Because
I'd see wisdom. No, that's intelligent. That because even right now we all think a certain way.
Right,
I
but
think
I think intelligence is.
I was just about to say. Let me just know the definition real quick.
The exact definition of these things. Wow.
But yeah, and I would rather be intelligent just for the main reason that I know that I could. I trust myself enough to think my way through a situation.
The difference between I think
critical thinking skills.
I think the difference between intelligence and wisdom is kind of like the gap between them is like a humble bridge. I think intelligence is more so like I think we've seen intelligent people, scientists and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
but I also think I think they lack wisdom because they don't let life experiences dictate what they believe because they're so fact based.
Right.
These are like Nick Wright.
Right.
He's he's intelligent.
Intelligent for sure.
But is he really wise?
No, at all.
Okay, so
I see what you guys.
So we've been talking about with intelligence, it has been being able to get that knowledge and being smart enough to, learn the thing, but not being able to apply it in life.
Mm-hmm.
But by the definition of intelligence, it's the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and the skills.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, look at wisdom.
So what's the definition of wisdom?
Okay.
Because
we haven't been using intelligence correctly.
right.
Wisdom is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. So the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. So
Wisdom is like
wisdom
more so
is
of
further
Down the road of intelligence.
That's what I'm saying because like
Right, they're all-
Wisdom is
another-
just prolonged intelligence.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all it is. So
So can I be intelligent and wise?
it's fucking Super Saiyan.
Right, it's Super Saiyan.
It's Super Saiyan.
God level.
Yeah, I would much rather be
You know.
wise because wise and wisdom implies that
Old
you've
wise.
been,
You've already
You've
learned
done-
that.
I've
You
been
got
there,
the
done
knowledge.
They call them old wise
Intelligent.
ones
You-
for a reason.
Meaning
Yeah.
you can't be wise and not intelligent.
When I'm an old man, I definitely be the old wise man.
coincide.
You can't be.
Yeah, I
just
want to
be
be the
old.
old wise man.
You just be old.
You can't be
wise.
wise.
If you were
not
old
intelligent.
with no intelligence, you're just old.
Right.
Yeah, you can't be wise and not intelligent.
I'd much rather be an old
To be
wise man
old,
than
to be
he's
old,
an old intelligent man.
To be
Right.
old and not be labeled as wise is embarrassing.
It is.
But you
Is
can
it?
be intelligent and not be wise.
Oh yeah, but
So,
but that's why he said that.
But I'm
it's
saying,
levels.
could you imagine being 60 years old and
And-
people and you not being wise?
and people still
That's
putting you
wild.
on this shit. You put tomatoes in your fruit salad?
It's like, dude,
Wild.
you've been around that long. You don't know
60
that?
years? What have you been doing with your life?
Wow.
What have you been learning?
All right, I
Where
got
have
one
you
more.
been?
We can get out of here.
Damn.
One more. We
Man,
got it.
question,
Well,
man.
they haven't really been.
Question, man.
You want to end it? We can
No,
end
what
it.
you got? Come on.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Before we get off of that, I would like to let you guys know my mother watched our last episode and she said you two are intelligent young men.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I like your mom.
Thank you.
My
I
mother.
just
Appreciate it,
And,
Mama.
I told her-
and
I told her
I'm
we was
striving
gonna
on
do
to
a
be
podcast.
wise.
That's my girl.
She
Yeah,
told me to
she's
tell
awesome.
you hi. She
We
loves
appreciate the love, Mama
I
Boss.
love her too. She's awesome.
So, last one. We can get the fuck out of here. All right, Shane.
You can't say that.
you. I'm good.
Mom's watching.
Huh?
No, she don't
Oh,
care. She was
man.
crying y'all life and cussing each other out. She said, "What is this? WWE?"
I
You picked up a
I
water
love
bomb
her.
about to bash him in his
Bunch of
head.
Stone
I
Cold
love her.
Steve Austin's running around.
So,
She said, "All your friends do is cuss, drink, and smoke beer."
Smoke beer. All your friends do is smoke.
Smoke
never
beer.
did that before. That's
Smoke
probably
beer.
wrong.
Smoke beer.
Smoke beer.
Marking a
That is
bro.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. too. My nigga smokes beer.
So,
Right.
why do we judge ourselves by our intentions, but judge others by their
I've always
actions?
thought that. I literally always
Why
thought
do we
that.
judge each other off?
Because we
why
know
we
our
judge
intentions.
ourselves.
We don't know other
So
people's intentions.
when we do something but it don't work out the way, we're like we can still justify to ourselves like
Because you know
Well, I
what
think
you're
that's-
doing is for
I
the
know.
right thing.
Well, I know why we do it. I'm saying why do we justify that in our brain that we never look at when someone else does something wrong? We don't look at their intentions. We look at what the fuck they did.
Well, the
Don't
crazy
say-
thing is,
Not
I think
everybody.
we do a good job. I think the three of us do, and I mean, we won't have a lot of conversations, but
You
we
do-
say a lot of the time like we judge
We
people
don't know
off of their intent.
we don't know
Yeah,
what's going
and-
on. You
Like
don't know
Jay-Z
why they're
with the
doing
NFL
that.
thing, we say
We don't
his
know why
intentions
they're
were
doing
good.
that. I do that
I
all
was
the
gonna say
time.
there's some people that you judge. I mean, when you judge a lot of people off of intentions, like your close friends and stuff, people that you know you judge off of intentions.
Right.
It's just outside people you don't judge
We don't,
off of intentions
'cause you
because it's
don't.
like I don't know,
Can't.
so you're just guarding yourself.
You
because
can't.
I
You
don't
really
know
only
intentions.
you, I don't
Right,
know about
'cause
it.
you
It's
don't
close
know
people.
them as a
You
person.
really
Judge
only
somebody.
You don't
Judge
know what
it
their
if you don't
intentions
know.
are.
You only judge the people you trust.
Like when I'm driving
Yeah,
and
that's
someone
what I
cuts me off or is
But,
speeding past
I mean,
me,
do you really
I'm
trust that many
pissed.
people?
Exactly.
But
you
they
don't
could be
know.
racing to
You
the
really
fucking
trust that many
hospital.
people?
Right.
It don't. It's not
Exactly.
necessarily the only people you
So
trust.
you just don't know.
Majority of them, because I know their intentions aren't bad. So I know that because I trust them. If I don't trust you, then I'm like, well, maybe he could. Maybe
Even
he
if,
could do
but
that.
you're only looking at the positive side of it. If you know somebody, you judge them off intentions because you could know that their intentions were bad. You're only looking at it as good.
No, I'm looking at it in the bad.
You're saying you only judge people that you trust off of intentions. Why?
Right.
Why wouldn't you judge all people that you know off of intentions?
You should.
I'm saying I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think that's what I was saying. I think
I think
I mean,
you would
naturally,
too.
just
I
as
tr- I mean,
humans, you
but-
can't do it with everybody. But
That's what I'm saying. We try.
especially when we talk about things on here, we try
people
to look
that I
at
know,
the
I judge
intent.
off intentions because I'm trying to. In my brain, I'm trying to make sense of
Make
why
sense
the
of
fuck
why you're doing that.
Why
I get
you
that.
would do it, whether it's bad or good. That you.
I feel like if you talk about a situation
And
without
don't.
talking about the intent of that situation, you come off as surface level.
Yeah.
It's almost like how if we were talking about the Lizzo thing of her walking through
Oh
the
my
Lakers
God.
stadium.
we couldn't go one
and-
episode.
What I was about to say is
You love flat.
he doesn't. He runs with the
Flat.
narrative. He runs with.
Yeah.
He's a narrative man.
Facts.
I'm just saying,
That's the
y'all.
cool
What's
narrative
y'all's
to run with
beef?
nowadays.
Drake?
So that's what he goes with.
He said Drake.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, speak
But-
of that name here.
Anyway, what I was saying is, if you use intent in situations, you'll come off as surface level.
Fact, logic.
Logic, for example. But the reason why I was saying is,
He likes
we know that Lizzo's intention when she was walking through there is to get attention.
That's
Right?
not
So-
a good reason to do it. So.
But that was her intent. So now we can bash her.
You can judge her. Yeah.
He said, "Now we can."
Yeah, you can judge her for doing it.
Exactly. You know what I
If
mean?
it was
She-
for some crazy, I can't think of a good reason to do it. But if it was for a good reason, then you're kind of a dick for bashing her.
Exactly. So
Right.
if you have conversation without talking about the intent of what happened,
You're a
it's a-
fool.
you're a fool. Which I don't think we're know-it-alls, clearly so.
We're not fools. We're farther things from fools.
Shane, do you know what a doppelganger is?
Yes.
It's like when somebody looks like you.
I know you do because
Exactly.
you're a brother of Vampire Diaries.
If somebody looks like you.
Hey, that's a fucking
Is there
fact.
any more of those Sour Patch things?
Yeah.
But
It's when somebody looks like you, right?
Like identical, like
Yeah.
if you believe you've ever had one, because usually doppelgangers are like past,
In
like
the past.
grandpa, like great grandpa, your great 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 grandpa looked exactly like you.
I would call those genetics.
No,
Or-
I'm not.
It's not even
It's
because
not
there's
genetic. I'm
pictures
talking
of
about
old
like
people.
exactly like you, like twins, identical twin. You know, genetic like that. What the fuck do you mean genetics?
Because
You
if
talking
that was
about-
the case, you would look exactly like your dad.
Right.
You talking about my great grandfather?
It goes a little
No
deeper
good,
than that.
dirty, rotten picture.
what was your
I think it goes.
What was your
It goes a little
question?
deeper than that.
Who are
Do
y'all not
you
the
believe
third?
you have
No,
a
fuck
doppelganger?
no. What was your question?
Do you believe you
I
have a
said
doppelganger?
Henry. It's Stanley.
Stanley, y'all nuts?
Oh my god.
Yo, man.
Pathetic.
What was your question,
Anyway, I
Do
don't
you
know.
believe you have a doppelganger?
You've ever had a doppelganger?
Ever?
Yeah. I believe I have. Just 'cause I think that's the way the universe works.
All right.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Do you think it's you?
You
What
think
if you're
I'm
the
like-
You think I'm
doppelganger?
the original doppelganger?
Wait,
No,
is it
no,
danger
no.
or ganger?
Doppelganger is the second.
Is it
I know.
doppelganger or doppelganger?
Ganger, I
It
believe.
can be the second.
No, a doppelganger is like there's already one Shane, and then the doppelganger comes along.
So then it wouldn't be the have you ever had a doppelganger, or it would be
Do
do
you
you think
believe?
you will have a doppelganger?
Or do you think you are a doppelganger?
That's what he just said.
But when he originally asked,
Yeah, he's right. I
Yeah.
asked it wrong. He's right. So do you think that you are a doppelganger?
Like a remix?
Not a remake.
a remake though.
No.
You're the original.
Um,
Clear cut.
Clearly.
No holding back.
That nigga's a piece of shit.
Just now, because it was just going. I said it. But if you go back, probably like 20 seconds will be good.
I want one of them bad, but I'm on detox and I'm a grown man.
Some of them.
I'm about to go buy you some more shit.
Oh man, please, that'll be good. But anyway, like I was
Bring me the
saying,
six.
I think in every, like you said it to your point, in every situation there's a Rick. So it would just take one smart Rick fish to come up to you and let you know, like, hey, you know, you used to be a human.
Right.
Now you're salty.
Hey, did you know you
Whoa.
used to be a
Now
human?
you're salty
Right.
because you're like, what? And now you start a
But you
whole.
know, bro.
Now you just start a whole uproar.
Bro, the fishes who know that they're not humans are probably crushed. They'd probably be getting... Bro, can you imagine getting their motherfucking homie getting caught and coming back all lip all fucked up?
Right.
Like, they got me. They got me.
Yeah, that's a good ass scene on Nino
Oh my god,
outside.
I would be so mad.
Yeah, but if I had a
Especially
choice
like a
out of those
guppy.
two, if God told me you can either come back as something, like however you live, you can come back as a fish or a fly or a worm, or
I
just
think
die.
being a fly or a fucking worm.
No one wants to be a worm.
A fish.
No one wants to be a worm.
No one...
This is a flying fish.
I mean, you can be a fish.
What was that
Real
one
life.
fish book they threw when I was a little kid and had the rainbow?
Fishes aren't
Oh, I know
like
what you're
bad
talking
things.
about. Kid book. It was on real big.
You could be a
on-
weak
I
ass
fuck
fish
with that
for
fish.
sure.
That
But you
fish
could
was
also
raw.
be a
Yeah, I'll
full-ass
definitely
fish.
be a fish before I was a fly.
Yeah,
Flies
I was-
only live 7 days.
Yeah.
Is
And
that
they're on shit.
I know.
And then you could be reincarnated as something else, as long as you do something cool in your 70s.
Well,
Bro, remember, remember that girl that had that pet fly?
Piss somebody off.
Bro,
See,
shout out to- yeah.
that fly's probably a human.
She
if
was
they got
sorry. She lost him
reincarnated.
for a couple days.
Bro, that shit was hilarious.
Remember
She was keeping track of this fly for like a week.
She lost him for a couple days.
And it died. And she was crushed, and I was so fucking weak.
That's sad.
She played this. She said this is his favorite
I
song. It
know.
was Missy Elliott.
Can you work? Can I work? Put that thing down.
So, reincarnation. Not real.
I don't.
Do you
I
want
don't
us to get in that?
I don't particularly believe in it.
I don't know what I believe.
I don't know what I believe in either. Dude, you ever?
I believe it's possible.
I believe in Christianity.
Are you a Christian?
Mhm.
Or what about you?
I wouldn't label myself that. I
What are you?
I'm agnostic.
What's that?
Joking. I'm not agnostic.
That's where you don't believe.
Yeah, you confuse me.
I'm asking. I'm serious.
You
This is
can
serious. Do you have a religion?
He
Every,
believes in
every day I live
higher
my
power.
every day I live my
I hate
life.
those cliches. I
Bitch,
hate
that's what a religion is.
I hate
love
these
saying that.
cliches.
Shut the fuck up.
I hate how
Man, look
everybody.
up the definition of religion right
let me
now.
tell you what everybody.
Look up the
Everybody in
definition
this
of religion right
generation
now.
been hedging their bets out there. Everybody in this generation just says, "I don't believe in religion. I'm just spiritual." No, first off, no, you aren't even spiritual. So don't
Yeah.
even lie.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You are pieces of shit. That's what you are. Everybody just gets away with saying, "I don't believe in religion. I'm just
Man.
spiritual. I just have a relationship with God." No, you don't.
And worship of superhuman controlling power, especially a personal God or God. So
Oh, okay,
just
that's
a
a-
belief
That's
and
that's
of a
the,
God, pretty much.
that's not the. I know it's gonna sound really stupid. That's not the real word definition.
of religion. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's. I learned it in my religion class.
But
But-
you don't think I believe in God?
That's not what I'm saying.
I believe in God, but I don't know if I.
You're just confused in what God I believe in.
Or what you believe in.
I believe in God.
I was about to say, is believing in God not enough? Do
It
you
is.
have to believe in
That's
more?
not what I'm saying, but Stefan
Sorry.
doesn't know level because Stefan knows books. He knows.
Okay, I was raised in the Nation of Islam. That's my whole family. Changed our names. My whole family's members of the Nation of Islam. So I'm real well versed on a lot of things because I was literally raised in it, not just our family. But I don't actively
Practice it.
That doesn't, and that's not that I don't believe in it, because I believe in it, like the teachings. I just don't, like you said, I can't say that I'm a part of it when I don't actively practice it. It'd be disrespectful
Exactly.
to them. So that's just really where I stand. I mean,
Okay,
but
that makes sense.
I believe in God.
I got you.
You know.
I feel that.
I feel you 100%.
You practice Islam, or not? You don't practice, but that's how you were raised, right? Because I'm not well versed in this. I'm ignorant to this religion. Do Islamic people believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
I think
What religion doesn't? Because is it Jewish people?
Not Jewish people, definitely.
Most religions believe in Jesus,
But they don't believe in it as
That's
Jesus.
Christ and Savior.
as Christ and Savior.
Okay. Is that Jewish?
No,
They
Muslim.
believe
So how do y'all see Jesus?
as a messenger of God,
Okay.
a prophet.
Elijah Muhammad.
So are the stories
Right?
must be different?
Nah, Elijah Muhammad.
Isn't he's?
Teachings are different.
Who's the direct link?
Elijah Muhammad is like the originator of Nation of Islam. That's different.
But
between
who is the
Islam.
direct link?
Master Fraud, Muhammad.
And he taught Elijah Muhammad.
Facts.
Got you. I knew it was somewhere like that.
Yeah.
They teach out of the Bible.
Okay.
It's the same stories, just different teachings. They teach it different.
Okay.
They believe
Different perceptions on
they
it.
believe that Christianity has been hijacked and we've been taught spookism and taught mysteries and ghosts and shit. And they believe in actual factual information like scientific facts, humans. They don't believe in spook gods and anything like that. They believe like in
But
actual
that seems
gods.
a little much because you can't speak on facts and then talk about God.
Not really.
But the reason why that kind of debunks what you just said is because they
You've
don't
been
look
taught.
at God as a spook god. They think it's a living being like a.
I feel that, but
Like an actual
but
person.
as a fact, it needs to be proven.
Well, in their account, it has been proven. multiple
Exactly.
times.
Because you're
But-
still taking that worldly view of God as something. They don't look at God as.
I'm not saying I don't believe.
No.
in God. Okay.
I'm just adding context to it. This is what Stephen has put me on to.
And when he says facts, you don't necessarily mean like. I mean, there are in Islam, there are like number facts, like they yo, don't you guys know like how exactly how far away from the sun and you know stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's more speaking as in there's a lot of stories damn near every story in Christianity where it's
It's
God
it-
rode in on a
yeah.
cloud.
Yeah,
What
a
I
sword.
feel.
and
Yeah,
there's this
and
They
then,
just-
and there's
they
this
just-
we was walking and then we was
they break it down to how
it makes
sense.
more sense. Than
It's
just
not like
a
the
snap of a
preacher.
finger
The
type
preacher in Christian, you know, if you go to your local white church, the preacher will just, you know, Jesus is going to fly in on a cloud to come save us
Right.
at the end of the world, and that just teaches kids. That's why a lot of people are turned away from the church because that does not make sense.
right.
It just doesn't.
But it's not.
No, it's supposed to make sense.
It doesn't have to because faith doesn't need to make sense.
And
It's
that's
just
where
a
I come
belief.
in.
Faith does not need to
But,
make
that,
sense.
but there's blind faith and then there's faith.
But it's faith. It's just faith.
But teaching spookism is blind faith.
But that's okay.
It's okay when it's because you guys don't have the knowledge and you don't know what you're teaching.
I don't know. I'm trying to.
It's because the preacher deep down is trying to make sense of it himself, but he's teaching a whole bunch of other kids. Like, let's keep it real. That's what it is. They don't know themselves. They're not sure of themselves.
Because it's faith. It's a belief system. You can believe something even if it cannot be proven.
But I guarantee that, like, for me,
and until someone can prove that person wrong, then you can continue to believe that.
I would have said I was a Christian my whole entire life, even though I went to
I don't
Bible
even say I'm a
school,
Christian,
and
so-
I'm saying I would have
okay.
before like I was 18 or 19, and then like I said, I got in that religion class, and he taught Christianity, he taught Hinduism, he taught Buddhism, he taught. I did a big report on Islam, but even so, I learned a lot there, and then really, me and Stephen had a lot of conversations, and just when I've learned a lot on my own too, but that came from Stephen, like piqued our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If he told you, I told you, or you just learned a lot of their teachings, you would agree with almost every single one of them, if not every one.
Yeah.
So
I believe that
Yeah,
because I look at a lot of religions and I hear from every different religion, like I'm doing with you now, and
Right.
I'm trying to just understand where
Right, yeah.
everyone's coming from, and
Yeah.
because I can't be the person to say wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
Right.
Who am I or to debunk a religion?
Yeah. Who?
Because I believe a religion is a faith.
Yeah.
And when I think of faith, it's a belief system, right? And you can't tell me what I believe.
Like
and that's really kind of that's how
you can't tell me how this other person believes.
Of course not.
I mean, God could be a fucking horse to somebody, and I'd be like, well, shit. Okay. I don't know. Like, not a horse, but I don't know. It could be anything. I don't know. That was the first fucking thing that came to my fucking
not
head.
that, but I was about to try to explain it to you the same way. Like, how would you feel if someone? What would you feel if someone told you that the ocean was? I mean, not the ocean, but the sky was orange, but they had faith in it. Would you like say, I don't really believe you believe that?
I would say that because I can prove that it's not orange.
But how could you?
Because it's blue.
But but then I'm saying,
then you could get into colors and how they were fucking made
that's
up.
where religion gets funky. So I'm saying,
I don't know if that's the truth because as far as facts go, colors is a factual thing. You can't change what a color is.
right, but you can. But what I'm saying is the dangerous in religion, in all religion, is that these are accounts told. These are supposed to be factual accounts told, but
there's zero religions where the sky is orange though.
But my point.
But there could
my
be.
point
I guess.
is my metaphor to this is that people's perception of these facts could then change.
Can be skewed.
And can change what the religion is based off of. And I'm saying that's where these teachings become spookism because it's people's account.
What's the definition of spookism?
Believing in spooky shit, believing in shit that just
Won't
doesn't
happen.
folklore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Jesus walking on water.
Like that's not, that's spookism. That's just not.
But I mean, who's to say he fucking didn't walk on
Exactly,
water?
and that's where
You can't prove he did not walk on water.
I think every religion has the same purpose.
You can't say.
So that's why every religion has.
Moses,
like 5
you can't
basic
say Moses
principles
didn't
and
part the
everything.
sea.
Be
Like,
Be good, don't kill, don't rob.
I can say
basically
he parted the sea, but I can tell you it was metaphorically.
okay.
What,
I mean, yeah, you can, and then someone else could say, "Nah, he physically parted the sea and walked through that bitch."
I would say, that Monique,
Impossible.
that
Is what
Monique,
you would say.
that
Impossible.
Monique moment where it says, "I would like to see."
Yeah, you would say
That's
it's
what I was
impossible,
saying. I would
and
like to
then
see.
we all believe. I don't want to say we all, but I believe in heaven, right?
Yeah.
But that would be spookism,
So
right?
what do you not? So you believe heaven's actual play? Like what do you believe?
How I view heaven is just, not an actual place. Like it's not fucking white clouds and angels floating around. But I do believe it as a kind of like a dream almost.
Okay.
Is how I look at it. But I think everybody's view of heaven is different. I think heaven is a perfect place to be, like a final resting place almost. But my heaven would be different than your heaven.
Of course. I don't
Not how you think of heaven, but say we have the same thought of what heaven is. My heaven would still be different than your heaven because my perfect place is different than your perfect place.
See, I think heaven is just total peace.
Total peace, okay.
Just total peace.
But being in total peace would be a perfect place.
Right, but to his point, bringing peace is different for each person.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, that's
Why not?
I don't think so. Peace is peace.
Peace is peace.
But your
what
peace
makes
is
you
different than
peace?
my peace.
Right,
What is your
exactly.
peace? What is your calm?
I don't. I see. I think you're thinking of
y'all-
like peace, like memories of your
Yeah,
life.
that's
I'm
not-
thinking
No,
of like.
I'm just talking about being at peace. What makes me at peace might be different than what makes you at peace.
But no, like I think the real definition of like peace.
It's like conscious turned off. Like it's
Right.
It's just. I think
That sounds not peaceful.
Peace.
But it is.
Peace.
That's the thing.
Because you're not worrying about anything. It's
You're not-
just
it's like
life's over.
You're not worried.
I
You're
don't
down.
think-
You
yeah.
don't think you're not.
I don't
you're,
think
you're
I don't think
peaceful.
we've
You're
ever
literally-
experienced peace.
We haven't.
Peace as a whole yet. As
Yeah.
a human.
We can't.
Yeah, we can't.
So
Definition of peace.
For real.
Peace out.
That's,
Freedom from disturbance,
and
tranquility. A state or period in which there is no war or war has ended.
I mean, God, that's kind of scary.
Just freedom
That's
from
so
disturbance.
good.
I'm from anything going on in life.
I think that means your conscience is turned off as far as like all the negativity in your life.
Okay.
And I think it just is what it is. I don't think it's
So-
like different for different
I
people.
pray
Well,
God
then-
in peace.
Being at peace doesn't sound like heaven, which is wild to say, right? Because
But do you think
Because
that
I don't-
because of what you grew up on, that maybe spookism?
no. What I'm saying is,
He's saying that doesn't sound peaceful.
it doesn't
He wants to
sound.
do
Be
something.
that peace doesn't sound.
He wants to play the
peaceful.
game. Like heaven
I
for
want to
him-
play my fucking
heaven
game,
for him would be a-
and I want to be.
Heaven for him would be a
Sometimes it's
20
stressful
console.
playing my game.
A 20.
Like sometimes playing the game is stressful, but it's so much fun.
Right.
It's amazing.
It would be a
why would you think-
100,
why would you
400.
think-
But then that sounds like a beautiful heaven.
Right, but why would you think God would let that be what heaven is?
Because that's what someone wants. And which it sounds fun. It sounds fucked up. Because
So God's supposed to, okay, you're supposed to come home to me, but like I'm gonna let you sit in your room
And
all
play the
day and
game.
play the game. It's like dumb. No,
No, we can play the
Keep
game
you alive
together.
84 years.
Imagine getting to heaven and you get some
we can play the game together.
Imagine
He
getting to
got
heaven.
other shit to do.
Imagine getting there and getting somebody else's peace. Like, God, this is what I wanted.
Right.
This ain't right. This ain't right. God, I thought we were supposed to do
Well, this
something.
is- take this or hell.
This is not what I wanted.
That's how it is.
That's funny.
And that's where my view of heaven is fucked. Because I, again, think that everyone's heaven's different. And I think it's where you're the happiest. It's
Some
how
people
I
think
view
if
heaven.
you die, you get 72 virgins or whatever it is.
What?
What is that?
What religion is that?
Yeah, what religion is
Is
that?
that Catholic?
72 virgins? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Why would someone want that? That's...
Is that right? I
I
mean,
mean,
the
some
number
people
might be
might,
off.
but
I don't
like...
know.
But
The
like,
number might be off. But am I right?
and it's not virgins like that. That's not what virgin meant.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
biblical virgin doesn't mean that.
Oh. Well, hit me.
I
Like
didn't- I
new?
didn't know.
Or...
Biblical virgin means not married. Actually,
Yeah,
that's what biblical.
yeah. That's why
virgin
people always say like the
I don't want
Virgin.
72 fucking not married people either.
But when people say like the Virgin Mary,
Can we
it means
get
she
that?
wasn't married.
What?
Doesn't mean
And
So
she was an
look it up.
actual
I
virgin
think- I'm pretty
because
sure
Joe
it's
was beating
Catholic.
cheeks.
For what?
Wow, I said that.
He said, "Wow, I said that."
I don't know, man.
But
This
I
is-
also hold on. No, the teaching
Look
on
at,
that.
look at, you know what's funny? The way
Gives
that
you-
sometimes you have to ask questions on Google. It's like, how do I even come to get this answer?
Man.
What religion gives you virgins?
I mean, but I guess,
It says it right there. 72. Yeah, it came up.
I knew
but I
was
guess that's the same thing as not having
It's
sex.
Islam.
right. Islam.
It's fucking Islam.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of different
Sunni.
Islam.
But Sunni is, that's
Yeah.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah,
That's like the terrorist. That's terrorist. Sunni Islam is,
Biggs' brother Drew practices that.
So, speaking to that,
yep. Those are the
they're,
ones that, those
what
are
they,
the ones like that.
what they
we're
do
going
is
with.
right.
well, who do?
Terrorists. Or, they're not terrorists in their
A
eyes.
martyr.
I call them terrorists because they're terrorizing, like,
Are
us,
you
I
asking a
suppose.
question or making a statement?
I'm asking. I think. I don't fucking know
I
why.
think he's-
They practice
What
a
I'm-
lot different than the Nation of Islam.
yeah, Sunni Islam is different than the Nation of Islam.
But what they are doing.
But that
They don't,
Is
deem
that
it as,
right?
they don't deem it as terrorism.
Yeah,
right.
it's
We
this is
talked
the
about- we
right
talked about
thing.
that.
No, time out. Again, that is
Is it spookism?
that's propaganda.
Yeah, he just said the
So-
wrong word because you call him terrorist.
No, not
No,
that.
I
not
didn't
that,
call
not
them.
that.
I
I'm
said
saying-
they're terrorists to us.
But-
I didn't call them terrorists.
But Sunni Islam are not terrorists to us. Extremist Sunni Islam.
Right.
There's extremist Christians that do the same thing.
yes.
So I'm saying,
yeah, and so it doesn't
Well,
have to be
yeah, you're
Islam.
being
It can be
politically-
Christian.
you know what we're saying.
No, it doesn't have to
You're
be
being
Islamic
politically
people. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't have to be that. It can be the Christians that were doing horrible things,
Okay.
but they're doing it because they believe it's
Correct.
right.
Correct.
right.
That would be the terrorist. you
So
think.
yeah, so where is there a line drawn when it becomes faith? When you're doing something because you're doing it for your religion and you believe it's right, and then like good and bad is relative.
It is.
So
Especially
are
to your
evil
beliefs.
and it
The line is very
they
thin.
could all be going to heaven, which is crazy. You know, I don't know if it's called heaven, but they could all be at peace.
So that's something I always ask my grandma. Like, if you don't, I was like, what grandma? Because I know that there's other religions. So I would always ask her, like, what about people that believe in Buddhism? Like, where do they go? And one of the things that she's always told me, like, that I remembered, was she said that everybody gets the chance to hear the word. Everyone gets the chance in their lifetime to hear the
and
truth.
then,
This
you're,
word.
then
And
you become responsible. But
Yeah.
that's trickier. I don't necessarily, because I'm not under the belief that I don't believe, this is the difference between Islam and Christianity as well, that Jesus Christ is the way, the only way. Like, they don't believe that that's the door
to
into
get to heaven.
So that's where Christianity is the worship of Christ.
Yes, that's
Right.
like
It's
the exact
lot of-
definition.
Christ-like.
A lot of these other religions worship God. the reason why a lot of people, the difference between like the teachings that I've learned and Christianity, the main teaching is that we're not supposed to worship Christ. We're not
supposed to worship God. We're only supposed to worship God.
And Christianity worships Christ.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And they believe that He's
as
the
our
way,
Lord and Savior, and
He's the way through. So I'm saying,
way to get to.
I personally don't. I believe if you practice Buddhism and you're a good Buddhist, you go to heaven. I believe if you practice Islam and you're a good.
But you don't.
I was about to say that.
Do you not believe if you're a good Christian, you don't?
No, I believe. I believe if you
because
practice
you're not
religion,
worshiping
My
God.
point is, if you follow religion and
codes.
you have good ethics and stuff like that, you go to heaven. It's just
but ethics is relative.
And morals and stuff like that. They are
all relative.
But centrally, all these religions have the same
morals.
Now, there's extremists in all of these religions that I'm talking about, where you get terrorists. You got KKK members that are started from the Christianity. So it's them taking the teachings and putting it in their head and thinking that it's saying something else that it's not saying, and then them going out doing extreme things. Same with the Islamic terrorists. They read the Quran, they misconstrue what it's telling them to do, and then they do extreme things. But nonetheless, I believe like a good Buddhist is a good.
What you think is a good Buddhist could they, not extremists, also believe they're good. They believe they're good Christians. They believe they're good Islamic.
He's not saying what they believe or what he's just saying.
I'm saying centrally, if you're a good person, all I'm saying is centrally you go to hell. I mean heaven.
If you're good, you go to fucking hell.
Must be nice. All I'm saying is a good Christian is a good Muslim. A good Muslim.
It sounds like a good
Christian.
person. If you're a good person, is what you're saying.
That's all it is.
But what good and bad is relative.
Well, yeah, I mean that's a universal thing.
But
it's what society is because
there's also universally right or wrong.
Yeah, there's good and evil universally.
Yes, it's
the
what
God
isn't
and,
good. If you do something, you'll just have a pit. You'll have it's called your conscience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what's But
good. I don't believe. I don't know how
when you're doing something bad,
super true this is. In Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. I don't know the specific country, but there's a limit on how many kids you can have.
Oh yeah, I think like 3 or 2 or 3.
Whatever it is. And I'm not a hunt. That's just what I've always been told. Right?
That's in China.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I want. I just didn't want to be wrong, but I said Asia.
No, Asia's the continent.
Yeah, that's why I said it. So there's a limit on how many kids you can have. What happens when you have more than that limit? Or
I believe they take the kid for adoption. I believe so.
And then do what? I mean, if it's adopt,
but I don't. That's where
we can have as many kids as we want here,
right? But that's the difference. That's because we separated church and state here, so we can go against what the church believes in the United States. A lot of these countries, China's communism, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they have separation of like their belief system and their laws.
Okay.
So
whatever their belief system, that is their law.
That's their law. I'm thinking that's the law. Like Hunter's saying, if you have more than 2 children, and that was due to communism.
Because I know that, but what my argument is, or not even an argument, what I'm saying is there's universal good and bad, is what we were talking about.
Right.
And that's bad. In my that's horrible.
Oh, you talking about that rule?
Yeah, that's awful.
But that's implemented by their government.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you were a Chinese person and you had 3 children and the rule was 2, that don't mean you're morally bad.
Right. It means you broke the law.
That means you
broke the law without being
being
morally bad. For sure.
That's just their law in China, and that's the government. That has nothing to do with the people.
But the government thinks that's the right thing to do.
And they're delusional, and that's why they had that riot just a couple months ago. That's why they're doing that uprising, because they're literally sick.
Did y'all see they got that
that
sickness?
Corona. It's called the coronavirus.
Oh, I did.
I should have brought
Was they eating each other or something?
I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
I don't know. I know China has isolated themselves.
It's the
There's
corona.
somebody in Washington D.C.'s airport.
China is going crazy right now.
China has isolated themselves from everyone, so nothing can come in or out of China.
It's California. But I think it was like 3 cases in California. So. And now,
I remember a few years ago, people was eating each other's face.
Yeah, New York's worried about because I think it's the Japanese New Year coming up.
Oh my God,
it's a good time.
It's
a good time.
Chinese New Year coming up.
Yeah,
and Chinatown in New York is worried about that because family members are coming in, and they're worried about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
So,
It's crazy too. The Chinese New Year, they shut down.
Could you imagine being?
They shut
I
down
know.
for however
I was about to
long
say,
they
but
care
could
until
you
they feel like.
could you literally imagine being in a communist country like that though?
I couldn't wrap my mind around.
To where it's like, no, that's what we believe. So them are the laws. Like you
That's
can't
wild.
have 3 kids, and it's
But
like,
why do you? I don't
me,
believe
can't
that.
pick it.
right.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
go to
want to
jail.
say it's stupid. That's
Which is
So
why
y'all don't
a lot
believe in
of times.
communism?
that's
Obviously.
dumb. I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I think there's aspects good and bad. of
Yeah,
all.
but just all. Yeah,
I mean,
democracy's dumb too. Or I don't want to say dumb, but there's definitely bad in it.
Yeah.
Bad,
Yeah.
good and bad. Jesus Christ. It's hard.
Well, we still talking about that out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's cool.
That's
Nah, it was
definitely
good
my fault. I was
dialogue.
asking
It was good
questions.
we went
I
to
like
history history lesson. We did science today.
Yeah.
We did religion class.
It's cool. We're evolving.
Yeah.
We're getting
Trying.
better. We're trying.
Yep. I like this podcast, fellas. I really did.
I like
Made me
that
feel
I'm
a little
here.
bit better.
Thank you again,
Sure.
always.
Appreciate you
My
coming.
guys.
Oh, this is the awkward part because now I got to reach over
Not
and do
even.
that.
That's not that awkward.
Y'all got
Yeah,
anything
it's
planned
not
this
about
week?
that.
I know we got some Super Bowl stuff we're trying to get
Sunday,
to.
man, what's up? I mean,
Might
if
have
you're
to-
out of town, I know you're going to be in town, and so
I will be
you. I will pull up.
possibly in town.
You going to go to B-Dubs?
No, you just need to make it happen. What the fuck
Just
do
be
you
in
mean it's
town.
a Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Be
just
here
in
by
town.
6.
Just be in town, man.
What if I don't want?
You're
what
a
if
busy
I don't
man.
want to?
You're a
Like,
busy man.
Nah, I
But,
can cool down for football. That's like my thing.
so, I mean,
I mean, we can link
We
if
can do
y'all want.
something.
We Lincoln, man.
where are we going?
Depending.
Speaking of Lincoln,
No.
Saturday I'm in station.
I might have some other obligations.
Okay, cool.
Not obligations, but I might have
Fair
other
enough.
things.
Oh, okay.
I love
More
when
important than
smirks.
3 Noahidols. Gotcha.
Tears.
Hey man. It's all
Well,
about peace. But cool. Well, this was episode 16 of the Know-It-Alls, and like Stephen likes to say,
Rest in peace to Kobe
Famous
Bryant.
oh
man.
yeah,
We
actually
love
before we do that,
Seriously. I love you, Kobe.
Yes, definitely. Let's send our condolences out to the Bryant family,
Shit.
Vanessa, the 3 daughters, beautiful, beautiful daughters.
His parents.
His parents, Joe, and his sisters,
Jesus.
the whole Bryant family. Tragedy.
Teammates, all that. The world.
Everything.
The world,
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's touched
Yes.
by this.
Honestly,
So everybody's
pray-
hurt by this.
Pray for the world right now. And I know, like,
This might be the saddest time of my life.
it's
Yeah,
definitely,
Outside
to
of, I
me,
guess 9/11.
that death hit the hardest
Oh,
of anything in my life.
But
That was,
I
the,
imagine.
but right.
that was the closest death to me. I've never had anybody die
Right.
in my life so far yet, thank God.
Right.
Like, any
Jesus.
close family
That's not
members.
That's beautiful.
He just knocked him
But it
out.
doesn't matter because you're knocking.
He knocked him out.
Nonetheless, I was getting ready to say,
I'm not on my stereo
And
all the
before you
time.
close, prayer to the Carson family and both people that were affected by situations going on.
I like it.
That's something too that
Yes.
is sensitive in the city and people making jokes about it.
Not cool.
I was getting ready to say in closing
People
though,
like
I
this about
seen,
everything.
and I know a lot of people was joking and stuff like that, but I seen like how everybody's talking about how long the month of January's been, and then I kind of seen a meme of all the stuff
It's
that's
been
happened
fast
in
as fuck.
January. No, it's been long.
What
It
else
feels
happened?
long because of everything that's
The
happened right
World
now.
War III thing started in January.
Jesus,
What's that
that
already
does
January?
feel like
Was
a
it
long
January?
time ago.
Yeah,
It was,
that's
it's like on
Yeah.
the 2nd or the 3rd.
That was in
That
January.
was third because I remember
the
a
virus,
tweet and it was
the,
Even the
I don't
Donald
know, it's my
Trump
third day
thing,
out here.
the Kobe,
Right.
and it's only January, and there's like 5 big events that done. Like,
It's wild. January. This is the start of 2020.
so I will say,
Starting this decade off with a bang.
I don't like that.
Damn, I
I don't
cannot
like that
believe
bang.
Kobe.
You don't like
died
that? It's a
bad
at the
bang.
beginning.
It was
It's
a bad bang, but
but
it's a bang.
I
But
was
it
gonna,
is a bang.
I was going to say in closing, though, we need to celebrate the tiny wins, appreciate. Like, let's not look at this month as a drag or like a L, because although we did lose a lot, we learned a lot. So,
And there's still a lot of time to gain a lot.
Yep.
So.
Facts.
as I would like to say, this is episode 16. This is the Know-It-Alls. Peace, love, and all the above. We out.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Know-It-Alls podcast. We truly appreciate the love and support that we really get from you guys. We've got a few other social media outlets, so
We got the links right here. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that. Please share. We appreciate all the love.
Yes, and feel comfortable leaving comments in the comment sections and giving us a review. We invite all the feedback that we can receive.
truly.
Again, this is the Know-It-Alls, and as we all like to say, peace, love, and all the above.